Yeah. So, Steve, is it Arvell Reese? Dale, what do you think the Jets do it to?
I think it's one of those pass rushers, the guys at the top of that board. It's Reese, Bain, or Bailey. I could see Bailey if they want the explosive pass rusher, but I think they're just banking. I know Reese is 241. He's a powerful guy. You're just hoping he's Micah Parsons. Like, that's it. For me personally, I think I would take Bailey. Okay. But I understand the Jets taking Reese, banking on that upside. His best football's ahead of him. Just a 1-year starter. So I could see either one of those picks.
So Steve's pick was Sonny Styles. So Newt, any thoughts on Styles going at 2?
I respect it with the hype of everything from yesterday, and with that, I'm not there with Styles. He's a first-round grade for me. I definitely love to see that athleticism, but I knew the athleticism was there. So for me, it doesn't move the needle of him being a top 5 pick. I think that he is in the conversation for top 10 for sure. I think that I would rather see the Jets grab one of my 2 blue chip players in Downs or Reese, but that's just me. And I'm not going to deny the fact that Styles has a ceiling that is extremely high.
Yeah, I have him at 8th on my board. I'm not probably going to change it much because the testing, I knew he was going to be a freak. I do think the testing was great being 6'5". Like, he didn't trim down to 235. He came in at almost 245 at 6'5". Yeah. So he's an absolute stud, along with his brother, apparently, who I didn't expect to run a 4.28 today, Lorenzo. That was phenomenal. I don't hate the pick, honestly, for the Jets. I think he's one of the top players in this class. If that's the position you feel you want to go with, it's solid.
Yeah, he's 11 on my board. So once again, I mean, I think the ceiling is through the roof for him. And if that's the guy you're going to bet on, I don't hate it. Would I do it? No, but I'm also, just one voice.
So, Newt, are we going to select Monty Capehart at 3?
Just you're already just
I'm
throwing fuel around. Yeah.
Newt, what do you think the Cardinals do at 3 here?
I think the Cardinals at 3, they've got, when you take a look at that team, they've got so many things that they need, where I can't imagine walking away by trying to fill one of those and kind of maybe sliding down the board a little bit. So I think they could use either of those guys that I mentioned in either Reese or in Downs. I'm going to go with my top player, and I'm going to go with Caleb Downs, and I'm going to take him for the Cardinals because I think that starts to do a lot over the top and give you a really strong secondary with Johnson, with Budda Baker, Downs, and then that second cornerback spot. Who is there? They have actually kind of done decent there, right? Maybe I'm making that up in my head.
Well, they brought in Will Johnson, so I mean, you got a high level guy.
Right?
Did they get the one guy out of Rutgers a couple years ago? Or am I making that up?
I guess I can't. That's why I can't remember the cornerback too. But I mean,
I should have printed off depth charts as well.
Printed them off we're at a computer, Dale.
Come on now. Well, tell me who the starting quarterbacks are, Jim, for the Cardinals.
Well, Ben's got it. Okay.
So Melton from Rutgers, right? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So Ben's got it. So Ben used to intern at ESPN, and now he's podcasting with Draft Professor. So he is moving up in the world.
There we go.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
ESPN gets you to Draft Professors. That's how it works.
That's how it works. Yep.
Garrett Williams also. Syracuse, I believe, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Garrett Williams is who I was thinking of.
Yeah, so I don't hate Downs because he's also my top player, Newt, just to talk about that pick. I think Malinois is probably the favorite. They just go with the right tackle. There's not a quarterback. I think they could move on from Kyler, but you're not taking Ty Simpson at number 3. And maybe once again, we're talking trades. Maybe that's a team that offers something ridiculous to the Raiders. They say, hey, here's Marvin Harrison. And because he hasn't quite lived up, and I'm a Buckeye fan, to what he was supposed to be. Marvin Harrison and pick 3 and a future second to 1.
Oh, there it is.
Yep. So, Dale, I'll put you on the clock for the Giants at 5, and then we'll come back and talk about Carnell Tate.
Okay. So we got Tate off the board. I have 4. This is where I would have probably taken Sonny Styles had, Steve not taking him at 2. I think now you're looking at it with the Giants, and they could use a corner, but I'm not taking one this high. I still think they could use a right tackle. Wide receiver with Tate off the board, because they would have been easy to take Tate. Downs is gone, because I think this would be a Caleb Downs spot. I'm just going to take Francis Malinois here at pick 5 for the Giants. I think Spencer Fano could be in play for a right tackle, but hey, just take Malinois. He could have went at 3, but he's here at 5. Things like this happen. Joe Alt went 5th. Francis Malinois goes 5th. They play opposite sides, but both really clean evaluation prospects that you think will add value to your offensive line.
So, Dale, for you, how close is the discussion between Maui Noah and Fano at 5?
Yeah, I got Malinois at 13th overall on my board. I got Fano at 11. I personally would gamble on the athleticism. I talk about a clean prospect. That's what you take in the top 5. Where Fano still could add some strength, some size. Maybe he's a year away from being a premier guy, where I think Malinois comes in year 1. So even though he's 13th on my personal board, my personal board is me gambling on upside, gambling on long term. It's why neither of them are my tackle 1. It's Monroe Freeling, who I have at 10th overall from Georgia. I just think left tackle, right tackle versatility, he has more of it than those 2 guys, and that's why I have him ahead of both. But I think Malinois would be a good, solid, safe pick for New York, who has Jackson Dart, Malik Neighbors coming back, Cam Scattaboo coming back. A nice, good offense. Oh, what was the comment? I missed it.
Oh, pop that back.
I'll get it back up there. I'll get it back up there.
It was Crypt Keeper.
This guy.
Oh, man. I don't think I've ever seen a Crypt comment that has failed to garner my amusement.
They assume that I'm smart enough to pump gas. This isn't New Jersey, right? Did you guys know that in New Jersey, it's all full serve? There's no self-serve in the entire state.
Yeah. What?
Well, the Diesel is just I don't have a nickname. I'm just Dell. So Diesel is I just said Diesel.
Got it. Okay.
So Diesel and Pack of Newports is Crips.
Diesel and Pack of
So
Newports.
what do you guys think of Tate at 4 and Lemon at 6, Newt?
Me. Tate's my wide receiver 1. I absolutely love him. I have him as number 5 on my board. This is where I see the need. I like it. I probably would have gone Bain if it was me, but the next player that I would have had would have been Tate. So I'm not going to criticize that pick. I really do like it. Tennessee with Tate at 4 is phenomenal. Yeah,
give Cam Ward his weapon.
Yep.
Carnell Tate, top receiver. If you're not going to go defensive line there, wide receiver should be the pick, and Carnell Tate's my top receiver as well. Jordan Tyson, I love the tape. He's right there in the conversation, but the injuries, I clearly put Tate ahead of Tyson due to
Dale,
injuries.
our boards are freakishly similar from the sounds of it.
Early on, I bet there'll be some disagreements.
There's gonna be probably a couple big disagreements later on.
So I think we had this conversation, Newt. I think when we podcasted on Wednesday, that I think there's a lot of volatility, right around 1 through 7 or 2 through 7.
Yep.
But it tends to level out from about 8 into the 20s.
I think it's what you value, and I know that. Oh God, I gotta pull it up because I want to make sure I get her name correct for this. But someone from what's the sports Sumner Sports or I can't remember, but what she said was effectively it's a unique draft because like you don't have the talent at the top. Because you don't have your premier talent at the top, but you still have like really good players there. It's just at positions that you typically don't value at those non-premium positions. So the conversation starts to become, do you go, and obviously this is after Mendoza, which you said 2 through 7. Thank you so much. Lindsay from Summer Sports. That was so clutch, Steve. I think the conversation is, are you falling down your board for a player? I shouldn't say falling down your board. Are you falling down a little bit in talent for a guy that's a premier position? Or are you getting the guy that is so good at a non-premier position? So I think the talent is there. The talent's just not there in the position people typically value, me included.
So, Dale, what do you think the Saints do here at 8?
Well, did we want to talk about Mekhi Lemon first, Jim? I know it's your show, but like, did we talk about Lemon very much?
You can do it either way. The idea was to keep the draft going.
Okay.
And we will definitely come back to Lemon.
Catch up on it. So I'm making this pick here, or my thoughts on it?
You're making.
You got the power.
The pick for the Saints
GM Diesel, you got the power, man.
All right. So, man, I think they could go so many directions, and at some point you just take the best players. Like I think Jordan Tyson would be in play. This is a sneaky Jeremiah Love spot that I like to take him in a lot of the mocks I do. But we're sitting here, and I'm not crazy, right? David Bailey's still on the board along with Ruben Bain.
You are correct.
God, Ruben Bain's on the board still. That's nuts.
I think the Saints user on the simulator just doesn't like Bailey, so that's why he's further down.
Yeah, I would take Bailey here. Pass rush juice. I think I like Bain as a better overall player, but we haven't seen him test. You do have the arm length. It's something, and I think Bailey maybe doesn't have the bend, but he's got the explosiveness. It's a guy 14 and a half sacks this year, all the pressures he had. I would feel good about taking David Bailey at pick 8 and being like, I improved my pass rush. I could also see Jordan Tyson and being like, damn the injuries, Tyler Shuck, get him that weapon. But
it's not like we've got Chris Olave on the other side that's missed a ton of time with injury. Let's add another guy to the mix.
Yeah, and I think with Lemon off the board, with Tate off the board, I would consider Jeremiah Love, but I'm going to stick with David Bailey here for pick 8 for the Saints.
Okay, and then you want to go back to Mekhi Lemon to the Browns?
Yeah, I think Jordan Tyson could also be in play there. I think they could be a sneaky team that takes Spencer Fano, or Monroe Freeling, who maybe we don't see going that high. I would have think Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs, guys that would have been in play if they weren't off the board in this scenario. But I think Mekhi Lemons is a guy who's going to come in, probably going to catch X amount of passes. The only reason maybe I'd be out on Lemon a little bit is because what's the role for the tight end, Harold Fannin? Is he not a big slot receiver? Are you going 4 wide with Shador? What are you doing there with no O-line when you're getting Mekhi Lemon? That's my question.
I have the same sentiment where I said this on Wednesday, and I look at the wide receivers, and I look at the wide receiver that Mekhi Lemon is too, and that whole Cleveland line is a big old question mark around it, and you still have Spencer Fano on the board. You still have Freeling, like Dale mentioned, with him being a big fan of him. You got Caleb Lomu, but you got really good talent for the tackle board. And I think that after you get past those 4 guys, there's a pretty big and pretty steep drop off. So if I have that as a huge need, it's a premium position. And there are guys here that fit the bill. I have a tough time going away from it. That's just me personally. I do have Lemon as he's like my 12th player on the board. So I see the value.
right around pick 6. I like a little rich for me maybe, but like it's not like it's egregious.
No.
But I see like the overlap, like Dale's saying, with you got Harold Fannin Jr. and now you got Mekhi Lemon, and you're all of a sudden running like 10 personnel all the time with. I guess it'd be technically 11, but you pretty much got Fannin split out the entire time.
So, Newt, do we want to put you on the clock for the Bengals here?
Yes, I want to put him on the clock for the Bengals because I hate the board right now, and I would do something stupid because I love Chase Brown. My second-ranked player is Jeremiah Love, and no one's taking him. But, Newt, don't do that, and who would you pick beyond Jeremiah Love for the Bengals here?
So
I'm still here, by the way.
No, you're good. I feel like Dale's gonna yell at me. So this to me, and I know like Ryan's posted this, and like it looks so easy to me because I'm going Peter Woods, like, and I'm not questioning it. I think that this, if I was a Bengals fan, like this is falling in a way that I really really like, where I've got a need along my defensive line. Unless, I mean, Dale, like, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think Peter Woods is a massive upgrade along that line.
I do agree, and it's been a guy that I would have banged the table for. I'm disappointed he didn't test, and he came in at 298 instead of the 315. So I'm like, man, I want to go see you test. So right now it's reactionary for me from yesterday that I'm like, he's a little down my board beyond 10th, but it's also my top need as a pass rushing defensive tackle, and Walter Nolan, all these guys I've wanted year to year, for them to get Jerzon Newton. I know he went in the second round. A little bit of that was foot injury, which I wouldn't take Caleb Banks because of that. I would still have no issue with Peter Woods. I'm glad I let you make the pick because I would have probably done something stupid and just been like Jeremiah Love's number 2. But no, the sensible thing would still be to take Peter Woods to improve your pass rush, and a guy who's still like 20, 21 years old.
If it wasn't, and this is like maybe an extension of the conversation, but if it wasn't Woods, it probably would have been Fano for me, as I'm just kind of like looking where things are.
See, I view him as a right tackle, and I don't want to move Mims. So, Freeling would be more the guy that I would take the swing on because Orlando Brown's entering the last year of his contract, and I believe in Freeling that much. So it'd be Freeling, Mansour Delane, Jermon McCoy at corner. A sneaky name.
What if I said Lomu? Would you absolutely hate that?
I wouldn't love it. It's not my guy.
Okay, all right.
But a sneaky guy for me would be Avion Terrell. Obviously, you'd want to trade down. But Avion Terrell in the slot with Dax and DJ Turner on the outside, you got a really good corner room. Maybe your pass rush isn't great if you go that route, but you're saying, hey, whoever, Miles Murphy, Shamar Stewart, we're going to let those guys get home. I don't want to take forever on the Bengals. We'll keep going.
That's okay. So I'm doing the Dolphins, and this will not be Julian Neal.
Bro, you just said you're doing the Dolphins.
No,
that's weird, dude.
Yeah. So I'm going Jermon McCoy here.
Yeah.
And the reason that I'm doing that is that assuming all medicals come out, I think McCoy is going to go way higher than 11. All he has to do is clear the medicals because generally speaking, there's not a lot of, let's say, blue chip guys in this class.
Yeah.
Right. And corner is a more premium position than safety. So I think McCoy is going to be going higher. I think this is actually a value pick with McCoy at 11 here.
Absolutely.
I have no issue with it. I want to see him test. I hope he tests well, but the 24 tape is the 24 tape, and that's a top 5 player in the class. You get him at 11, you take it all day.
Do you think he's gonna test at his pro day? Because he said
he has to.
Because he said his body's not right, which that's fine.
Well, then I'm not taking him at 11 if you're not testing at your pro day.
So that's the thing. It's he's not testing at the combine. If he tests his pro day, I'll feel better. Dude, shit. Cooper DeJean came in after a fractured fibula late in the season and missed the combine, but tested at his pro day. Yeah. I loved it. So, I like that mentality where I would have reservations too. If he doesn't test at his pro day, my grade is based on the tape. I'm sticking to my grade right now, but I would definitely have some reservations around that.
Oh, huge red flags if I'm picking basically a top 10 pick at 11. If he doesn't test, I'm saying it's a great pick. I'm assuming he tests at his pro day. I thought he said he was going to test at his pro day.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So if he doesn't test at all prior to the draft, he's not going to be taken until a playoff team picks.
Well, you're talking. I mean, Will Johnson fell to the second, and he shouldn't have. And he played some, the year before the draft. And I thought he was a first round guy all day. McCoy could fall to the second easily if he doesn't test.
The Will Johnson drop still like just boggles my mind.
Yeah, 13th on my board. Top
I think he was right
player.
around there. He was my cornerback one with Travis Hunter in that draft. All right,
So that's
worked up now.
Did you guys
Yeah, we're all worked up already. We're 13 picks, 11 picks in.
Yep. So Newt, you want to make the pick here for the Cowboys?
I just saw the hairline fracture for Delp. That sucks.
Oh, man. Well, he already don't have production.
Yeah, and you want to come out. That's the thing is he's gotten absolutely destroyed by poor usage. Dallas, I just want to do the same thing it did. I'm gonna shake it up. I'm not gonna do that.
I know who I think they would take here.
This has to be defense, right? I mean, I know that you want Jeremiah Love, but this has to be defense for Dallas, right?
Oh, we're talking Jerry Jones, though.
Would you go Jeremiah Love too, Dale?
I was thinking Keldrick Falk because
so Keldrick Falk was the defensive player I was falling back on, and so I took Love Wednesday, and I'm probably going to fall away from that a little bit. I like Keldrick Falk.
the better player, number 2 on my board, is Jeremiah Love. I wasn't even thinking about him. I was thinking Falk, and then I'm like, oh, yeah. But
it's interesting you say that because Dale, you're going to be on the clock for the Rams here in a second.
Oh, I know my pick.
Yes.
I'm going Jeremiah
you see Randy. I'm agreeing with Randy here in the chat.
What did Randy say? Dallas needs Lane here as ex-coach. I'll defer to Randy. Let's go.
No, what are you doing? That was my pick. I was taking the
We're going Mansour.
Now I don't know what I'm doing.
It's funny.
No.
Thanks, Randy.
Well, Dale, you could do the coolest thing and give Sean McVay Jeremiah Love.
Yeah, but I don't see that. But Terrell, I don't think they'd go Terrell.
They want to get bigger, not smaller.
What's Devontae Adams' contract look like?
I think he's there next year, and then question mark.
I believe Newt is correct.
Because there's a big part of me that just wants to go Jordan Tyson at this point.
Owen wanted to go wide receiver so bad. I believe when we did it on Wednesday.
I think everyone would hate that. I'm going to do it.
So Dale,
there we
is
go.
Terrell high enough on your board to take him at 13?
He is top 20. He's 19. I like him. I like him a lot. And coming in at 186 instead of the 180 I had him at, I thought was good. He's a dog. He's a tenacious guy. I wouldn't hate Terrell, honestly. I know it's my pick, but
they got eliminated from the playoffs because of DB play.
What are your thoughts on this pick? Because, we could go Love, and I'm with Tyson. These are guys at the top of the board. And then Terrell, I'm not opposed to. What are your thoughts?
I'm not as high on Terrell. I'm probably not the guy to ask. He's 30 on my board. I love his play against the run. I think that he's phenomenal. I think he's I think he's going to end up being a nickelback. That's my problem.
Yeah, which I would love on the Bengals, but
but I think
yeah, but we're talking
the
Rams
need outside cornerback help. And
I
that's where
agree.
like I get Delane, like that would have been perfect.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, I know my decision. Newt's not going to take Delane. I'm taking Delane, and you completely screwed me over.
That's what we're here to do.
No, honestly, right? Like when he said it, I was like, all right, that's not bad.
I hated that so much for me. But
So
the
I
Rams,
actually don't. I like Steve's.
what about? Did Steve say right tackle?
Yeah, he did. He said
He
Bono.
did.
Yeah,
If you wanna
Fano's still available. Like
I was like,
And Freeling. They need.
I want to share my top needs. So what I have for the Rams in the Project Game Day Draft Guide is right tackle, corner, quarterback, because I think they're going to take a guy to groom, linebacker, safety, wide receiver, running back. So right tackle to me, if that's the best guy on the board, and one of my top guys, Spencer Fano, I'm just going to take it because I think that would help the team overall. And I think Sean McVay and their general manager, those are guys that just take, like, hey, we think it's the best player. Spencer Fano is what I'm going with.
Okay,
Love it.
Newt, you're up for the Ravens here.
Do we gotta?
Man, can I get my opinion?
I think I know who I'm gonna go with, but what do you got?
I think Jordan Tyson, like you gamble on, hey, this might actually be a wide receiver one, but also like a D tackle. We don't know if Matabuke is ever going to come back. Caleb Banks, who do you take the swing at 14? Those are the two guys I would be thinking about. And then Vega Ione, I don't think should be out of the question either here.
Vega Ione's not out of the question. So Vega Ione on my board is 18th. So definitely in this range. The problem is I have Caleb Banks, who I think is a need at 24, where I would be willing to step up there with what I think is a more premium position. I got Tyson at 20.
I still have Tyson at 12.
Yeah, and I know you're higher on Tyson than I am. And so like I look at Tyson at 20, I've got reservations about him. I'm not as high as everyone else is on Tyson, but it's getting to that point where I'm like, well, shit, we're at 14 and they need a wide receiver. And when Tyson's on, he's on. The separation is incredible. And there's so many things about his game that I love. The injuries, I am a little bit soured on. And yeah, Ryan, congratulations. We all know.
We know.
I'm gonna go Tyson. I think this is an appropriate spot for Jordan Tyson to go. I know he's top on the Draft Professor board, meaning that that's kind of a popular spot for him.
Were you thinking Caleb Banks at all?
It would have been Banks. Yeah, I kind of talked myself into Tyson actually when I started looking over my board. Banks, I think, was who I originally wanted to go with, and then after you had kind of said that, I kind of talked myself into Tyson.
Well, it's the foot injuries, and then he stopped testing yesterday because his shoe didn't feel great. / is that foot still recurring and you are 330? That scares the hell out of me for a top 15 player.
I'm not as scared by that. I think I would like to see the consistency. If I saw the consistency out of him, it would have been a no question top 10.
Yeah.
Because like the flash when you see it is just incredible. But yeah, there's definitely something to say about that.
It's a little bit Deion Walker. And Jim, I know your Bills got him 4th round. You feel like it's a steal, but that's where I ended up having him was 4th round last year because I'm like, it's that high pad level, and is that high pad level because of effort from down to down when you're at that size. And that's the same concerns I have with Banks. And if you're talking a top 15 pick, Deion Walker in the 4th, I'm good with Banks in the 2nd, maybe in the mid-20s, but I don't think I could do it in the top 15.
So JT's here for the Bucks, so I'm going to check with him to see if he wants to make the pick. Have we covered all of the picks?
Well, Chiefs maybe 9. Did we talk about Bain to the Chiefs? Like
I don't think we did. Go for it.
I would have thought Jeremiah Love there personally. You know, Mahomes.
I like also Jeremiah Love to the Chiefs. Caleb Banks.
But Bain is good.
There
But
we
I
go.
feel like they have a lot of edge rushers. You know, maybe they're not elite, but is Bain going to be an elite edge? They have so many needs, which is crazy to say about a Kansas City Chiefs team. But I don't think they would have. I can't see Bain at 9 for the Chiefs personally.
I think if Bain falls, you don't think he'll get there, or you just if he was there, you don't think they'd grab him.
I think like if Love was there, who's number 2 on my board, I think they would grab him. Bain is number 3. To be fair, it's
So
not like it's
right. So I know the comment was made. I think it was by Owen that like Reed historically doesn't use his running backs, and I get that point, but I also see the point where like Love is so good, and it's a tough thing to walk away from.
Okay. So Dale, you're on the clock at 17. Do you consider Jeremiah Love?
for the Lions. No, I mean they got 2 running backs. No, we're good.
Oh my God! Can you imagine how ridiculous that running back room would be?
This is a very easy pick for me. I know he's coming back for another year. My guy from the Buckeyes, I'm totally blanking on the Taylor Decker, the left tackle, but I'm taking Monroe Freeling. I'm not thinking twice. I know it's not like immediate impact for them, but is there an edge rusher that I would take here? Because that'd be the other thing. Not really. Not a guy surefire at 17. I take Freeling. Just my pick here, since there's no Lions person. I'm taking Freeling and saying that's the best player beyond Jeremiah Love, who once again, Jim, running back. I can't take him with what they already have.
So Newt, you're on the clock for the Vikings here.
So I think I know I'm going to go for the Vikings, but really quick, I do want to touch on Steve. And I know we're trying to keep this rolling, but I like the downs pull for Steve at 2 with his Jets. With 16, Thieneman feels a little rich for me right there, but I do see, and maybe this is me, I see like a Caleb Downs light, but that light for me is just a little bit lighter, I think, than some others. But I see a guy that you're able to get a lot out of, especially in the coverage game, and the Jets need that. So I like the plant by Steve. I wouldn't have gone it myself, but definitely think it's an interesting pick, and I want to call it out from the sense of I like the fact that he was willing to stick behind that. But the slip stops here. We're going with Love. The Vikings are going to go with Jeremiah Love, and they're going to at least get someone on that team that can, when they have the ball in their hands from the snap, do something dangerous, because Lord knows 9 ain't getting it to JJ or any of the receivers, but he can at least hand it off to Jeremiah Love.
So Dale, you want to talk about Caleb Banks to the Bucs and then make a pick for the Panthers?
Yeah, I mean, if I was the Buccaneers, I would have probably taken Kenyon Sadiq. I think getting that tight end, that weapon for Baker, along with Egbuka, like just the explosiveness of that offense would have been fun. That a defensive player, I'm cool with it, you know. And then we're moving forward, and we're going to the Panthers. Safety, linebacker, nothing looking good. Corner.
I'm so glad I don't got the Panthers pick.
Yeah, I don't know what I want to do here. To be honest, I think if I take Keldrick Falk, people will burn me at the stake.
Really? That's my favorite pick.
Yeah.
That's my favorite pick.
Yeah, they've got the young guys that they took, the Texas A&M. They got Princely Umamielen. Who's the other Texas A&M guy? The one that could actually rush? Scourton. Yeah, the one that could actually produce, not the one the Bengals took.
No, but here's the thing, Dale. I think Falk on that line, because they're playing a 3-4. I think he fits seamlessly into that, because Umamielen is going to be their outside
edge.
And Skirtin, they have been able to kind of be a little flexible with him.
A little bit
Obviously,
of both. Yeah, he can do both.
So I think when you get Falk in the mix, you get a really firm edge for that 4i. That's me. I really like it, but I feel like that's the only player I ever want for the Panthers.
Okay,
so, Dale,
well,
would you consider CJ Allen this high?
He is 21 on my board, so absolutely I would consider him. But the highest player on my board and 17th on the one in front of me, I think I dropped him to 18th. Somebody moved up. I can't remember who it was today. But 17-8 is Keldrick Falk. And Newt said they run the 3-4. And I have said, good run defender, 6'6", 280. Like, that is his role. And if you got a Princely as your pass rushing 3-4 outside guy, I like that. So, Newt, Falk was the one I was thinking of. You helped hammer it home. I'm going Falk.
I
here.
appreciate that.
Okay, Newt, you got Dallas on the clock at 20.
It's Dylan Finneman. Finneman, like you want some Finneman on your Skyline Tilly?
Oh my God!
I was trying to do what Crip wanted.
No, that was pretty good, actually, Dale. That was a better impression than I could do.
That was solid. Crypt in here with jokes. That man's gonna keep me chuckling throughout this entire thing. All right. So Falk is gone, and we got Dallas who grabbed Delane. God, CJ Allen's are. I guess they need a linebacker.
This would have been the
Newt,
Packers.
let's
pick.
eliminate a couple of positions. So, Newt, do you have a defensive tackle that's within 15 spots of this in your board right now?
Yeah, I do.
Which player?
It might be the player I go with, Cade McDonald.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
He's 24 on my board.
He's 25 on my board. Why are our boards so similar?
Bro, we did summer scouting together. Like,
I know. Every time I look up, like, did you say Falk is 17 on your board?
Yeah, I think I dropped him to 18.
He's
today.
17 on my board right now. And there's a couple like one-offs, but for the most part, I think Dallas does need that. You know, they obviously got Clark in the trade with the Packers. But that was, I think, more of a Band-Aid for that. I think they really need something in the middle of their defense. I see what Steve's saying where CJ Allen, it's not like CJ Allen's 26 on my board. So, like, he is one spot below Caleb Banks. But when I take a look at, or not Caleb Banks, Cade McDonald. But when I take a look at it, I really like Cade McDonald there. I think he can do a lot for that defensive line and can help to take some of the pressure off not only the defensive line, but the linebackers as well. So I'm going to go with Cade McDonald here.
See, I probably would have went CJ Allen, but just because I got him 21, McDonald 24, but good pick.
So, Dale, you've got the Steelers at 21, and then Newt's got the Chargers at 22.
Who's the best punter on the board?
I thought you were going to go long snapper, actually.
Yeah, like it's the Steelers. Like I want to make that pick. I know what could piss everybody off is to just take the quarterback out of Alabama, Ty Simpson.
Oh my God. If you could envision a quarterback going, but it's not Ty Simpson, who would you say would be next?
Garrett Nussmeier.
Jim goes Drew Aller on Wednesday for this pick. Sent me into a tailspin.
Yeah.
I loved Jim's picks. But of all of them, this one I was thrown.
I think the Steelers, maybe second round, Aaron Rodgers probably coming back. They're just going to kick that can and hope to be in the mix next year. Honestly, the next year's class should be good. Even late first round, if they make the playoffs, is
Hold
a good
the phone,
pick.
Mr. Buckeye. What about your boy Will Howard?
Yeah, right. Why are we sleeping on him? Maybe he's the guy.
I don't know why. Like the entire internet's sleeping on Will Howard. Like, let the man sit behind two years behind Aaron Rodgers.
It's not crazy. It's not crazy. I know where I'm going to go. I don't know who plays slot corner, but this guy can play inside, outside. I've talked about him forever. It's Avion Terrell from Clemson. That's where I'd go for the Steelers. I think that's a good pick with Porter and some of the other guys they have in their secondary.
Did I just see that right? Did Kenyon Sneak run a 4.4?
I
4-4
would
flat.
That's what I would expect to happen. I did miss it. Like I do have the TV on down here.
Josh Holland just put that in the comments.
Oh, Sadiq's just now running. Josh Holland's on a different time than me. Sadiq's just now running. I had Sam Roush running 4-7.
That's nuts.
These guys are getting a mock draft and a combine update.
Where's Ryan in the chat? Ryan said Kenyon Sadiq's undraftable, basically.
Yeah. Kenyon Sadiq's the guy who, if the Bengals could actually, for once, go out of their shell and spend in free agency and upgrade, Sadiq and Mekhi Lemon are the two guys that no one talks about for the Bengals. I know Lemon was off the board at 6 in this one, but I think the Bengals would be pretty good to get them.
Bricks for hands.
Yeah, he hates him. Ryan hates Kenyon Sadiq. I love him. New summer scouting, my tight end one.
He was
Sadiq. Ain't nothing changed.
Sadiq was, I think, like 5 or 6 for me. You were early and had him there.
There's just not guys that moved like that.
That's tough. What's up, Jim?
You get the easiest pick of the mock. The Chargers are on the clock at 22.
Vega, mark it down.
Like this is almost like Joe Alt to the Titans, right?
I had to like peer really quick, but yeah, we're going Vega.
Okay. And then Dale, you're on the clock for the Eagles.
This Kenyon Sadiq just ran a 4-4 flat.
Oh.
This is such a Philly pick when they got Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean in the second round. They just, here's Kenyon Sadiq at 20, and you could use the tight end. Here you go.
Got it. And then Ben's on the clock. So if we covered all the picks here, I think we have.
Yeah,
we're cooking. We're cooking with gasoline right now, baby.
What's Ben got?
Cool. So then, we'll put you on the clock for the Bears in a minute once the Browns pick comes in from Ben.
Yeah, that's about right. Dale got the Steelers pick. I get the Bears pick.
Yeah, teams we hate the most.
Once again, can you pull up the long snapper list that you got in there?
Yes. How many guys are on that board?
Oh, God. I'm going to hate myself for this.
So the Browns, to recap, because it's their second first-round pick, they took a receiver. So now if they're, not – I know this guy's making the pick, but offensive tackle, this is Caleb Lomu, in my opinion. Like
that was my thought.
Slam dunk.
Well, I mean, my argument was for the earlier pick was you had 4 guys that are at the top in for the tackle position, and I would have gone early because those 4 guys were there.
I will toss a name in,
one of them is still there, though.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, probably medically retired. You got the Devin Bush, probably free agency, no guarantees back. CJ Allen, this is sneaky CJ Allen. And even Anthony Hill wouldn't be crazy if Anthony Hill, who tested like a freak yesterday.
Yep. So Ben is really low. Well, I don't want to say really low. Ben's low on Lomu.
I'll be right back, guys.
He's going to be covering this on the podcast tomorrow morning because we're doing tired and wired players that people are higher or lower than consensus, and Ben is lower than consensus on Lomu.
Oh, man.
Oh, okay. No.
Oh, he goes, put the next comment up. Just throwing it around. Oh, that's cold.
Okay. I didn't see Mesidor. Thanks, Ben. And then Newt, you have to give the Bears a good player.
Oh, I am going
and I know this is painful for you.
Yeah.
It's almost like a Bills fan drafting for the Dolphins.
Hold the phone. I actually think I'm going to give the Bears my last first round grade. Yep. I have Parker? Oh no, hold on. It is Parker. Lomu and Parker are the only 2 first round grades I have left, and Parker is going to be the one that I'm going to give the Bears, and I hate it because
the good news is you just sniped him from Owen.
that's good.
I think Owen would have picked Parker at 26.
That makes me feel a little better.
Okay.
But no, yeah, I like TJ Parker a lot. He's he's edge 3 for me. I still believe in the player, the tools, and the floor, and I think his ceiling is super high. I think I'm willing to kind of like forgive anything from this last season at Clemson for every player that was involved because I think it was a shit show.
Yep. And I want to give a shout out to Ben for picking Mesidor to the Browns because Ben's sticking by his board. He's not.
I love the Mesidor pick. I'm cowardly enough not there, but God, the film is just insane.
Mesidor's 26 on my board, so it's not egregious in any way to take him at 24. I think for the Browns, Lomu is 25, so I'd have been good with that because they need offensive line. But I do think Lomu probably needs a year. I'm not trying to trigger him because I know you're going to have that podcast where he's going to go in on him. But I'm also not like a huge Lomu guy like some people. A lot of people had him tackle 1, summer scouting, even this year, and it's just like, I don't see it. He has no power. He has no tenacity in the run game. And I have my concerns too. I think C.J. Allen would have been the safest pick for the Browns on that one. And then Newt, you went with
Terrence Johnson Parker. That's not his name. T.J. Parker.
Yeah. See, I don't know where I fall with him. Is R. Mason Thomas my edge 4? Is T.J. Parker my edge 4? I think Parker testing the way he did, the 6 forced fumbles, everything coming into summer scouting, Newt, was like, that's a dude. He didn't have the season, but once again, I can't forgive it. That's a pretty good pick.
Yeah, it's a pick that I might regret, but I like it for now.
I think that's right in line where his value pretty much is.
Yeah. Oh, he did go Omar Cooper Jr.
Yeah.
Daniel Jeremiah persuaded you when he put him 19th. Just admit it.
So Owen is remarkably high on Omar Cooper Jr. Owen, did I understand your post in the spreadsheet correct where Cooper graded top 10 for you overall in the class? There was a spreadsheet. I'm trying to interpret what Owen put in it, but I think Cooper is a top 10 player for Owen.
He tweeted that out. He tweeted new addition to my top 10, and then I said OCJ, and he put those eyes that he really likes. So 11th, coward. You are a coward, Owen. Oh, thank God. Someone else likes Denzel Boston. I love this pick. So Denzel Boston, he is wide receiver. Is he 3 for me? He's wide receiver 3
4 for me, because do you have him above Tyson with the injuries?
No, I have Tyson wide receiver 5. I've got here's my beef with Tyson. And not to like completely go back to where we were in the draft, I think he lacks some play strength. I think that his yards after catch actually are not that impressive. Like as a ball carrier, he really didn't stand out to me. And like I'm still not like confident in his hands. I think his drop percentage this year was way improved, but it still doesn't look super clean to me.
Oh, you hated that over summer scouting. I remember that.
Well, he had like a 12% drop rate. He's so much better now, but like if you look at him on film, there's still like some that he bobbles. But getting back to Boston, his hands are super clean. He plucks the ball out of the air. He's phenomenal in contested catch. His body control is unreal. And he does that. He still is a decent athlete. He's got good speed to him. He can get separation, and he can do the things that you want a big guy to do. But also he can have a little bit of that wiggle and a little bit of that separation. It's the difference between Denzel Boston and Malachi Fields, Where Malachi Fields is like
Oh.
you just throw it up to him and you pray. Boston's
Yeah.
going to create some separation, and then he's still going to have the big catchability in the above the rim play. So I really like Boston. He's a true first-round grade for me. I lied. He's just outside a true first-round grade for me. But he is 19 on my board and my wide receiver 3.
See, my stuff's different. Like I put a top 32. That's my first round. I want 32 guys I think might go in the first round. That's how I do it.
That's totally fair.
I know no one does that. It's like, oh, there's only 7 first round guys this year. There's only 12.
Now you sound like Sam Teets.
Who are gonna go? But no, I have Boston at 28. So to me, also first rounder, good pick.
Yeah, and he's 19 for me, so like we see him a little bit different, but not like once again, not super far off. But no, Tyson's 5 for me. So I like the value on Boston right there. I like CJ Allen when we take a look at him too.
Love him as a player. He was the highest rated guy. He was 21. That's the highest rated left on my board, and he just went to the Texans. Good pick.
Yeah, and he's not necessarily the high. Oh, was he? No, he's not the highest rated player I have left because I actually have. Fun fact, Dale. I have a linebacker still rated above him, but we'll get to that a little later.
Oh, is that the guy who tested better than people thought?
I don't
Jacob
think so.
Rodriguez?
No, it's not Rodriguez. I do like
Okay.
Rodriguez. Jim knows who it is, but
Golday?
no, it's not Golday either. Ooh.
Who the hell are?
Yep.
Oh, I am very intrigued now.
I'm gonna leave this as a surprise.
Yep. So Rams are up. It's we'll give this one to Newt. So they took Fano earlier in round 1. Backup quarterback, or is this a defensive back?
It's got to be a defensive. This is one where and Jim, you've been preaching this for a month now. Like, why you lost?
How you get eliminated from the playoffs is what you need to address first.
And it's going to be what they address second here because so we've got. It wouldn't have been Terrell because I think Terrell is a nickel guy in my opinion.
What he'd be best at, I agree.
I'm sticking to my board. I have Keith Abney as cornerback 4, and Keith Abney will be the pick right here.
He's 32 on my board, so once again, first round to me because that's how I do it. I would have taken Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, I think, here.
Okay. That's so like I haven't watched safeties from the sense of I'm gonna grade them except for Thieneman and Downs. McNeil-Warren is next up, so I understand from that perspective and what I've seen from him on broadcast. Love.
How do you feel about Colton Hood? Because that might have been, where they did need a corner. I do think corner. So Abney, I have no issue with. Once again, 32. I have Hood at 30. So I have a mixed bag. I have a mixed bag with Hood though when I watch him.
This is going to be where we disagree a little bit because I got Hood at 44. I
don't hate that. I have Chris Johnson at 44.
I think I have Chris Johnson actually a little bit lower than that.
No.
So when it pops up with like the Packers when they do a mock draft and they get Chris Johnson, I'm fine with actually I have Chris Johnson at 65. I just looked.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, you start getting into this pick, 20 picks off isn't crazy.
Yep. So Dale, you're up for the Broncos at 30.
Whoa! How many Broncos fans are in the Draft Professor group chat? And
Right. But none of them are watching the podcast.
what's going on here? What are we doing?
Apparently, I have to learn to market better.
So I have linebacker, which CJ Allen going. I think that would have been a slam dunk. Tight end, Sadiq. No, he's gone. Wide receiver, I don't think. They got some wide receivers. Left guard, safety, nose tackle. I could be wrong. And running back after. I don't see a running back.
No.
Left guard would be like Pregnone, but I'm looking at my board.
Pregnone gone.
I've got R. Mason Thomas, Caden McDonald, and Caleb Lomu as my next guys. Summer scouting, I thought Lomu would be better at guard.
Stop that.
Does Denver need a guard?
Stop that.
I was told that they needed a center, but I've seen other people take tackles when they drop here. So, do you have an interior defensive lineman?
Yeah,
like
Caden
this
McDonald. Caden McDonald.
But
So I think
McDonald's already
that's-
off the board here, right?
Gone.
Oh, okay. I didn't have that marked off. My bad, guys.
Dale, we'll forgive you this time.
All right. But I got R. Mason Thomas, which they don't need that. They've got a ton of those guys that rush the passer, undersized.
Do you have Trotter graded high enough to take a 30?
No. He's 58 on my board. I'd not
Okay.
take him at 30.
What
How
about
about Anthony Hill Jr.?
Hill is at 42. But the way he tested, maybe they go that route and they say, hey, we think you can be a linebacker, but also the way we play defense, we're going to bring it. I don't fuck.
I'm still gonna send it.
I'm stumped. You guys tell me what you think, because like
Well,
I'm
so
not above that.
What wide receivers do you have graded, within 30 to 40 on your board, Dale?
Concepcion is like the next guy at wide receiver. He
I
can
got
separate.
Concepcion's 20 for me.
Yeah, he's 31 for me. So if we're going receiver, that's the route I'd go.
Ha, pun intended.
And
I-
so the chat is chiming in.
Yes,
So
thank you.
Casey Concepcion, Hunter or Concepcion, but I don't think either of you have Hunter graded high enough to take him here. I know Newt for certain doesn't.
I got him at 33, but like he tested back, like he's not explosive. It's like he is a nose tackle with some juice, but that juice is effort. That juice is not explosiveness, and that's what he tested like. That's my thoughts
So
on
it's like
him.
rock juice. It's not fruit juice, it's rock.
Yeah, right.
Do you want to go with Concepcion then?
I think so. To keep it moving, I'll go with Concepcion.
Okay. So Randy will put his pick in.
What does Randy got?
So Randy is New England. And then Newt, you'll have Seattle at 32. Yes, Randy, he is. Okay. So the pick is Blake Miller at 31. Thoughts?
Okay, let's go. I would not have taken Blake Miller right there. I would have taken Lomu or Proctor right there. But I respect Randy sitting and staying on his board.
Experience, he has a lot of it. 4-year starter.
Is it?
Yeah,
4 year starter? 4 years, right?
4 years.
Yep.
All
4 years starter at Clemson, all at right tackle. That is just insane. His collegiate career. That's going to be the quickest jersey retired by Clemson in school history. That's including Trevor Lawrence's. Maybe not, but still. God. I'm going to do it. No,
Do it. Do it.
I'm going to
Do it.
So
I'm going to
Newt,
do it.
oh, go ahead.
No. I want to hear what you're going to say. I'm going to probably do what I'm going to do, but
Oh, I was just going to tee you up for Seattle. I know from talking with Peter Quinn, they need to rebuild their edge room. I believe at least 2 of their edges are free agents. And then there's been other podcasters that have questioned how did Seattle win the Super Bowl with such a bad interior offensive line. So those are the 2 things that immediately came to my mind.
the interior offensive line, I agree with. I'm not going to address here because I don't have a guy that's worth taking here. But I do agree with that point. The edge room, I didn't think of. I could definitely see if that is maybe a bigger need than I realized, like a Cassius Howell. I want my boy to be a first-round pick, and by golly, we're going to make my boy a first-round pick. we're gonna go here. Josiah Trotter out of
Okay.
University of Missouri, my linebacker 3 in this year's draft class.
I thought you were about to go D'Angelo Pons, and I was going to get so excited if you did that.
So fun fact.
I love D'Angelo Pons. Love it.
Maybe not fun fact. I haven't watched Pons yet. Actually, I got a lot of work ahead of me.
So, Dale, did you say that Trotter for you was in the low 50 or late 50s, 60 range?
58. He's just not great in coverage, but man, downhill thumper, a young guy, redshirt sophomore, not a guy I thought was going to be in this draft class. So there's a lot of good things. Oh, Zion Young, yeah.
Yes, let's go, Steve. I knew I liked you.
Oh, you guys are Zion Young guys?
Big Zion Young guy.
Oh, yes.
I know a lot of people think he's going in the first. I'm going to say this. He's like 75th on my board.
Oh, my God.
Get off this.
The wheels are falling off, Dale.
Get off this.
Everything is falling apart.
He's not explosive. I want a pass rusher. You know who I would take over Zion Young? I would take Malachi Lawrence, who tested like a freak, and his tape is 10 times better.
Oh, Dale, I thought we were friends, man.
We are friends, but we disagree on this.
And that's why we're having admins make some of the picks. We're getting a lot more, let's say, difference on people's boards, which is part of the content I was going for. So thank you guys for playing along. Newt, you're on the clock for the Cardinals.
To be fair, I do think Zion Young goes this high or higher. I'm not disagreeing with that. Tell me what you love about him.
I'm going to pull it. Oh, wait, hold on. Cardinals pick. Wait, is Lomu still on the board?
Yes.
Yeah, which is crazy.
They need a right tackle, but
yeah,
Maxi
Iheanacho? You like Iheanacho? That's a right tackle.
No, I'm just gonna tell Lomu, hey, you're moving over to the right side. Get over it. We're going Caleb Lomu. This is a dream. Like the Cardinals got my top player on my big board, and then they come around and get probably a player that potentially can fill their biggest need in right tackle. I'm going Lomu and not thinking about this.
Okay, and then Dale, you're up for the Titans at 35.
I'm pulling up my notes on Zion so we can talk about this once you make this pick.
This is where, Jim, I need to know who we've taken. I believe we took receiver
Tate.
Yep. I'm thinking corner. I think this is a decent.
This would be corner or edge, right?
This is once again Newt screwing me over where Lomu would have been great because I'm not a Dan Moore guy. He shouldn't have got paid like that.
Dan Moore got paid a lot of money.
Okay.
This corner, and
Chris is the Titans. I didn't realize I forgot I assigned it. What do you guys think of Dunker?
I don't hate it. I have him at 39. You're taking him at 35. It's not bad.
I wouldn't have done it, but
you're going to give him the shot at right tackle?
I just don't like him as a tackle. That's the problem. I think Dunker on my board. He's 52 on my board, so I'm a little bit lower than Dale. I don't see him as a tackle.
Dude, I love the mullet. I'm sorry.
The mullet and the stash. Oh my God, it's flaming red and it's amazing. I love the player. I want him to succeed. I don't see him as a right tackle, but if he gets a shot and he proves him wrong, so be it, because I'll get on board with anything that involves success for Jennings Dunker.
I think for me, it would have been a guy that guys I think could play outside corner, like Colton Hood, Chris Johnson. It would have been one of those guys, Brandon Cisse, maybe, that would have been the pick for me. But, hey, this guy's picking for the Titans. He knows what he's doing.
So I would question not going edge or corner there. Like, I think edge and corner are a bigger need than the interior, especially with where the depth of the class is.
But if you think he can play tackle, then I understand. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I understand that pick if you think he can play tackle. I don't think he can. So that's where I would revert to exactly what you just said, Jim, where I I would go corner or edge personally.
Now that's who's the coach now for the Titans?
Saleh.
Saleh. I think R. Mason Thomas, since Jim mentioned edge, would have been like a guy who stands out for me. It's my highest rated player on the board, to mention him as well with Jim's comment.
Yep. So Dale, you're up for the Raiders. I forgot who they took in round 1.
Yeah, it's Fernando Mendoza, like some guy who was decent. He played at Cal. I don't know where he went this year. Like he transferred and then he did stuff.
He's okay.
Yeah. Man, I think
Okay, and then
cornerback-
I was also corrected that the Titans have added an edge because they made the trade for Jermaine Johnson. So Chris, thank you for correcting me. I appreciate that.
Shit. Okay. Wait, when did that trade happen? Did I just miss that?
It was announced like the first day of the combine.
Oh, then I absolutely did miss that.
Yeah,
What
it was Tavondre Sweat, player for player.
Oh, okay. Damn, I did not realize. Like, I know that there are a lot of Packer fans like floating around the Tavondre Sweat trade. I didn't realize that it was that serious that they were looking to ship him off.
Yeah, he's a New York Jet, and Jermaine Johnson is a Titan with Saleh, who coached him in New York.
I honestly do not hate that. And like, I think both players kind of give you, some upside there. Hopefully they can both find some more success.
I'm going to go Colton Hood, Jim.
Okay. And then you are on for the New York Football Giants.
The New York Football Giants. So Colton Hood was just taken.
And they took Maui Noah in round 1.
All right. That helps. Thank you. This becomes pretty easy. Maybe it does it? Yeah. It is going to be, with Maui Noah being taken, we're going to go with Brandon Cisse here. One of the higher guys that I still have on my board. Cisse is 35. So I shouldn't say one of the higher guys, but in a position of need and a guy that's up there in a premium position too. I'm not upset about taking Cisse here. I think this is a really nice get for the Giants.
I want to be honest. He's 46 on my board, but I did not like the tape. I did not like his effort as a run defender. It really scared the hell out of me. I clipped it up, put it on Bengals to Brews Twitter account, and I'm like, and I don't like to knock guys. I like to put their highlights, do all this and that, and I'm watching all the lowlights too. But I was like, man, I'm seeing first round buzz for this guy, and I'm just not seeing it.
I mean, I will
now,
say
at
this.
this point, it's okay. It's close to where I'd take him. But first round, I'm completely out on him in the first round.
So here's what I have, Dale. For under the weaknesses category, poor tackle form, not a wrap-up tackler. Play strength does not always match play style. Can struggle to get off blocks. And then like it just goes into a couple other things. But like I think that lines up exactly with what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm not disagreeing with you at all. He's of the guys at the top. He's one of the lower run defending cornerbacks.
Did he test? Do we know if he tested? Because like he's supposed to test really well. So like
that would just have come in. Let me see.
Yeah, like if there's a RAS score, but we'll keep it moving. Oh, Pregnon. Ian Notcher.
Cisse had a 41.5-inch vertical, 10 feet, 11-inch broad jump.
Yeah.
He did not run the 40. Oh, no, he did. No, he didn't. He didn't run the 40.
Okay.
So
but those are great numbers. The explosiveness, yes. You see that he gets there quick, but it's like I seen him just like duck away from contact so much that I was like, What are we doing here, man? You've got the size, you've got the athleticism. You could be a top 15 player with.
I agree,
talent.
and I think you knock him a little more than I do. But if he was a better run defender, he'd be in the conversation right after Delane and McCoy.
Yeah,
like immediately after.
So Dale, there's a comment in the chat on Pregnon. So when Owen and Jerry Ostrowski covered Pregnon, they were like round 3-4. And then when Owen found out that some people have Pregnon as interior offensive lineman 1 in the class,
Yeah.
Owen needs somebody to explain Pregnon to him. Where are you on Pregnon?
Definitely not 1, but I think he's in the conversation for 2. And let's see. I have him at 38 overall. It's a little high. Like, there's concerns because he's older. He's not the greatest player, but the athleticism, the tape for Oregon this year, I really liked. Like, the way he gets out and blocks on the move, I'm like, this is a guy that I could get behind in a guard class that it depends what you need. Like, if you need a right guard, I'm probably taking a Keelan Rutledge even over a Pregnon. But if I need a left guard and I'm a team that pulls a lot, gets a guy out in space, gets a guy to the second level, Pregnon looked really freaking athletic this year. The quickness, that's what I loved, was the way how quick he was for me. But definitely not 1. Like, that's Ione all day long.
Okay, and we have a pick in for the Bengals. Harold Perkins going in round 2. Thoughts, Dale?
Woo!
My thoughts are, go fuck yourself, Pork Chop. Do not take that off there. That's a joke pick. Poor Chop's an LSU fan. This is all he does. I'm leaving. Why am I even here for a 3-round mock draft if we're taking Harold Perkins?
Oh my god.
Owen liked that pick too. So Owen likes Harold Perkins too. I don't know if Owen likes him top 50 high, but Owen does like him.
I'm gonna off myself. This is ridiculous.
I don't know if this is gonna be fuel on the fire, but
oh, that was a
hold
joke.
on.
Yeah, guys, don't put jokes into the chat like that. I can't.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Dale. So the next team picking, I was looking to see who they picked in round 1.
Well, I just want to say the Bengals are taking Emmanuel McNeil-Warren with that pick.
Yeah, and there's no undo button. So I have to
Well,
design
I don't think we're going to have to worry about, but Emmanuel McNeil-Warren is off the board. So when he comes up in this 3-round mock, he is off the board. That is the pick, is Emmanuel McNeil-Warren for the Bengals.
Respect.
Thank you, Ryan.
My safety two, Emmanuel McNeil-Warren.
I like that.
Okay, so Saints are up. New pick for you, and the Saints in round 1
Went David
to
Bailey.
David Bailey.
Yeah.
Chris Brazzell, you want that wide receiver?
I haven't watched Chris Brazzell actually.
He's not the 6'5", but he's got speed, but he's decent route runner.
I think
I like him.
It's partly been the helmet and it's partly been the character. And I know that there have been a lot of explanations for that. I'm not sold on it. So you take a look, you got David Bailey, you got needs. Obviously, wide receiver is a huge need for you. And you start looking at this, and I'm looking at my board right now. My next guy up, I really like this. I'm gonna do it because I get to. Elijah Surratt out of the University of Indiana.
The power's going to his head.
No, the power's not going to my head. Good faith and fortune. I'm trying to give Tyler Shugg someone he can pass the ball to.
Okay, we're going to have a run of wide receivers here. The next pick for the Miami Football Dolphins is going to be Ted Hurst.
Yeah, that's a good pick, I think, at this
Ted
spot.
Hurst? Oh, shit. All right.
I will just never.
You love Ted Hurst.
Well, I will never.
Like-
Can I just say, I will never forget having Hugh Jackson on, who was offense coordinator, head coach at the Browns and the Raiders. I asked him, give me one Georgia State player, because that's where he's at, for next year's draft, because I love the draft. And he goes, Ted Hurst. That's a guy to watch. And I was like, okay, I knew nothing about Ted Hurst. Now the fact Ted Hurst is blowing up, I'm like, Yeah, Hugh Jackson. Yeah, NFL guy. He knew what he was talking about. But Jim, go ahead.
Yeah, Jim, talk about Ted Hurst because I haven't put eyes on him yet. He's in my second
So-
round.
So I would take him for Buffalo at 26. If
Stop
the
it.
board
Would you
fell
really?
different ways.
Really?
So he can play really good release package coming off the line, can play on the line, so he can play X. He can get downfield. And there's going to be plenty of draft professors that will say that 43 is great value because he should be going higher. So I don't know what he's going to run, but I think if Ted Hurst gets in like the 4.3s, like a 4.39, he's not going to drop to 43.
Well, and he was like 6'3", 209. Like he weighed in more than expected at the Senior Bowl. I like it.
Mad respect.
So Steve's up for the Jets. Have we covered all the picks? We didn't do Zachariah Branch to the Chiefs, I don't think.
It's
That
such
was-
a Chiefs thing. Like, oh, this guy, we can do fun things with him. The 50% of his snaps are at or behind the line of scrimmage is crazy, but it's a guy-
50%?
yeah,
More like
maybe.
2/3.
Well, there was a stat that came out with his routes, and it was at least 50%. Dude.
It's aggressive.
Yeah, it's a lot. I still have him at 56. So it's not too far off. Like he is explosive and he gives you return value, and I think that's important. Super
Yeah.
fast. He is small, and that always worries me because I love Tank Dell. But what's the issue with Tank Dell? He's small and he's injured. And I worry about that for Branch, even though he doesn't have an injury history.
So Branch for me, and like I tweeted it out. There was a catch against I think it was Georgia, or it would have been Georgia. I'm an idiot. God, who's Georgia playing? I can't remember. Ole Miss, someone just got walloped after the catch, held on to it, made a big time catch downfield, 20 yards downfield. I loved it. Problem is, for every one of those, there are 12 catches that are just so incredibly schemed up. And I'm going to get excited about this in a second. And I don't know. It's one of those things where I could see him blowing up, but it's the problem of I just struggle to grade him based on the tape he produced this year because everything was so schemed up. And I'm going to roll that into Steve. I love you, man, for grabbing Jeremy Bernard because that man is the next wide receiver up on my board and deserves the love that you are giving him for the Jets. So thank you, Steve, for the Jeremy Bernard pick.
See, I think Chris Brazel, like you hate him so much for
I haven't
some
watched
reason.
him. I haven't watched Chris Basil. We'll put a little asterisk next to this. I have not watched him yet. I apologize. This is my ignorance. at
I
play.
just think Brazel would be such a better pick than Bernard, but I get it. Bernard is like a guy you want as your 3 to me. Like in an ideal world, you got 2 good receivers. He comes in as your 3. Not a bad pick here, but just
I think he's an easy 2.
I would take the upside of a guy like Brazel and the size, the speed.
That's fair.
He
fair.
surprisingly is crisp with his routes at that size.
So Dale, you're up for the Ravens at 45 after taking Jordan Tyson in round 1.
You're trying to fucking kill me here. Well, just let's go ahead and end my life here because I don't know that this is a popular pick, but it would be popular for me. Lee Hunter's still on the board.
He is.
That's not who I'm taking. I'm like The Rock. No, you're rolling. I am taking a defensive tackle. It's my favorite defensive tackle prospect for the Bengals. It's Grayson Halton from Oklahoma.
Oh,
I think that would be a
God.
great pick for the Ravens.
My
see,
God, Grayson
That's
Hall,
why we're doing this. That's why we're doing
Combine
this.
King coming through.
Because I think the Ravens would be like, we want to get pressure on the quarterback. That's what we do. We want turnovers. We want pressure. You got a guy who had a 9.7 RAS score, whatever it ended up being. explosive 8.5 sacks over the last couple of years. I think they would go with that over Lee Hunter.
So, Dale, here's my not an argument, but my question to that. So Halton on my board is 74.
Okay.
I love Halton.
Yeah.
Do you think that realistically you could get him in the third round, or do you think that like his draft stock is absolutely going to be like top 64 for sure?
It's up. He's in my top 50 for a reason. It continues to go up, and his testing just. Well, I had him 49 before the testing. I'm going to keep him at. I'm going to keep him at 49. He's just a good player. You take that all day, every day. I love Grayson Halton.
Ben, that's an elite take right there.
That's funny. I love that. Do we got a Tampa Bay drafter, or is this me?
Well, Cash Sal.
Yeah, so that was JT put that pick in. So
34th on my board, but talk about it, Newt.
Cassius Howell for me. This is a guy that I think I don't know. I feel like I'm lower on him than others, but the fact that he just went at what 47? No, 46. Like I'm not that low on him. He's number 30 on my board. So so someone will get that later. So for Cassius Howell, you get a guy that I'm going to end up comparing him a lot to R. Mason Thomas because I think he's a little bit of a better version of R. Mason Thomas, and Dale might be losing his mind over that as he's muted, but I don't care because I'm going to say that. Explosive player, twitched up off the line, excellent vision for the ball. He's got an ideal speed profile as an edge rusher. He's definitely smaller when he comes in. And I don't got the combine numbers in front of me, but 253, 6'2 and a half is a guy that he is built to get after the quarterback. And if that is what you need, is a player that is just going to get after the quarterback, which is what Tampa Bay needs. I really do like that pick for the Buccaneers. And I'll talk to Lee Hunter as well. I was praying Lee Hunter made it 5 spots later. Alas, he did not, because I would have loved my Packers to have been able to take Lee Hunter, because I think that Lee Hunter and I think Dale spoke to it well. You take a look at a guy that, yes, the explosive may be a little more effort, but you still have a guy that comes in and he is incredibly impactful at his size. And I think that's the important thing to consider. That he is just a wrecking ball in the middle of the defensive line. And he's got the ability to be a stout run defender, but also not be a gap shooter, but be disruptive with his very, very impressive first step at his size. I've got written down under my strengths, grown man strength. And so, I'm going to stick behind that. So I really like both of those picks, back to back. I think you're hitting needs for each team, with Tampa Bay getting an edge rusher and Indy getting an interior defensive presence.
Yeah. Admin pick for the Falcons, they need a corner and they need a wide receiver, but I believe linebacker would enter the discussion as well. Would you guys do Anthony Hill?
Whoa, hold on. Linebacker would enter the discussion after they took Jalen Walker and why am I blanking?
Clint, I believe Clint has told me that they need like a middle linebacker.
So are they going to get a true Mike type player? Who's the player I'm forgetting, Jim? Jalen Walker.
You might be right.
But
Clint's top 2 picks are always wide receiver or a corner, unless there's a really good linebacker there. In either rounds 2 or 3. So, handicap this board, because a lot of the wide receivers just went.
Yeah.
Do you think they would go Chris Bell, or do you think this is Chris Johnson or a different player?
Hey, sorry guys, I got to catch up. My daughters walked down there like, "Hey, you want some rallies?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I want some rallies. Give me some rallies." I'm drinking. Like, fuck yeah, go get some rallies.
I love that.
All good.
You're good, man. No, I think so. Taking a look at that, Jim, Chris Bell.
We're
So Chris
discussing
Bell
the
comes in.
Atlanta pick there.
Chris Bell comes in at 40th on my board. So I think that there's there's a couple players up there that I have ahead of him. But if the conversation is cornerback or wide receiver, that's what you're saying, Jim, right?
Correct.
I think it's Chris Johnson, or not Chris Johnson.
Chris Bell.
Chris Bell, thank you so much. Chris Bell or
Is it Julian Neal?
it is Julian Neal, and I really like Julian
It's
Neal.
Chris Johnson for me, actually. So you were on it. Like my 43rd player is Chris Bell. My 44th is Chris Johnson. But I have a receiver above them, and I've said this name multiple times. Chris Brazo at 41.
Okay.
So-
we'll do Brazel.
There
We can
go.
do that.
I like that.
And then the Vikings took Love in round 1. What are your thoughts, Newt, for what they'll do in round 2?
Oh man, I think that I hate picking for the Vikings twice.
I'll help you.
Oh, I'm doing that on purpose. I'm giving them all the NFC North teams.
Man, what a dick, dude.
I gave Dale the Steelers.
You got Steelers and Browns in there, I believe. All right, so we got Jeremiah Love. Ooh. Okay, hold on. So Emmanuel McNeil-Warren is not available.
Nope. I took him for the Bengals, not Harold Perkins for anybody coming in.
Emmanuel
Corner,
McNeil-Warren.
This is another corner spot.
It's an outside corner spot, and I think if
Chris
I was going to go
Johnson.
outside corner,
I'm going to make you love Chris Johnson.
I'm going to
He
go
ran
Julian.
really well.
I believe you, and I accept that. But I like
watched his
I like
tape.
Julian Neal better.
Okay. He's got great size.
He's the size and the physicality. I am gonna go Julian Neal here.
Hey, stick with your board, brother. This is why we do it. We put our
Yep.
stamps on things as draft professors, and this is what it's about.
Yep. So, Dale, you're up for the Lions. They took Monroe Freeling in round 1. Would they do well, do they need a guard? They need a center, not a guard.
And no centers off the board. I know Connor Lewis, some people's Logan Jones is mine. He hasn't tested yet. He's a Feldman freak. I expect.
Whoa! Did you say Logan Jones your center one?
Yeah.
I don't agree, but I love the plant of that flag. That is probably
And
the greatest thing
Logan
I've ever heard.
Jones feels like a lion.
I mean, Logan
But
Jones
we're
is
at the
badass.
Lions, and we took a tackle. They need edge help. R. Mason Thomas still available. Am I wrong?
There it is.
Correct. There's
He
a
is-
lot of great edges here.
He is 23rd on my board, and a lot of these guys are going way higher than where we took him, if we're being honest. Malachi Lawrence, I also love. I would take Malachi Lawrence, but I'm sticking to my board, and it's R. Mason Thomas for the Lions to pair opposite of what they already have.
Hank is drunk at a bar somewhere, excited that you said R. Mason Thomas is that high in your board.
Yeah, and no dot after the R.
Damn straight.
Okay.
It's just R.
It's just R.
And then, Newt, you want to do the Panthers at 51?
Do I get to do 2 picks in a row or?
Sure, you get to do 2 picks in a row. They took
Aw.
Keldrick Falk in round 1.
So Keldrick Falk, we go here.
They need a linebacker.
Is there a linebacker room that bad? Who's in that room?
And then a lot of Panthers fans are still taking wide receivers high in mock drafts. I don't know that I would do that, but Panthers fans apparently are not happy with Leggett.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like you just spent also a top 10 pick on
Can I interject with free
Please.
safety as my top need? Like, I don't know what's on the board, but
no, please
Just-
interject.
so like this is in the Project Game Day
Halsey,
draft
Ramsey.
guide, and like I do have, this is free safety.
I've got an opinion right now, and I actually really like my opinion. But Dale, I need you to sell me here right now. Who should I take? Because I haven't watched safeties. I've only watched Thieneman and Downs. Is there a free safety that's worth taking right here?
I don't think there's a free safety. I think no.
How would you classify Zakee Wheatley? Because I think he's everything at 6'3", 203. I don't know if he tested today. He's my safety for. I love Zakee Wheatley.
Okay.
He is 45 on my board. I know Consensus doesn't have him in the set. I love his tape. Like, Zakee Wheatley is a guy that just flies around, makes plays.
No.
He's been awesome for Penn State. Tons of experience. Zakee Wheatley is the guy for me. Now, I could also see Kamari Ramsey, who played in the slot this year for USC, but the year before when he did play free safety was his best tape in 2024.
I mean,
let's go with Wheatley. I mean,
I'm not going to argue with that.
Yep. And then Newt, you're up for the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, you gave him one. You're so nice.
It's Kristen Miller, bro. Like that's the easy pick.
Oh, now sell me on Kristen Miller.
Whoa, I didn't know you hate Kristen Miller.
Don't hate him.
Holy.
What?
You think he's undraftable, don't you?
Undraftable.
Undraftable. No, the floor. And so when you talk about Kristen Miller and you take a look at him, he did not take the step this year that I wanted him to take. And I will fully acknowledge that. But if he had, he would have been an easy first-round pick. And so for me, when I take a look at him, you are getting a player that has an incredible floor as a run defender, which is a huge need that the Packers have at that position. I think you get good length and size out of him. They don't have the mass that you'd want from that true like interior presence, but you're still getting a dominant force from him. You're getting a guy that has the ability beyond the floor that he brings to excel as a pass rusher, because I think he's got that unlocked gear. So I really love Miller here for the Packers pick. And I know there have been people like, yes, Lee Hunter is probably the favorite. I like Miller better than Hunter. He is 20 spots higher on my board. Kristen Miller is 33 on my board. So this, for me, is a huge steal.
The upside for me is clearly a guy who is fringe top 50, 65 on my board. Like, so I'm not hating on him or that pick. It is literally the Bengals taking Chris Jenkins in the second round is the reason I have my concerns, because I'm like, this guy's a really good athlete. He has this upside. There's a lot of things I like, and I haven't seen it yet. You know, it's a completely biased opinion. I am willing to admit that.
Well, Ryan Sparks agrees with you, so.
But the way he moves, I'm like, there is a lot there. Georgia did not utilize him to be a pass rushing threat, to rush the quarterback. The flashes are good. So I'm not hating on Kristen Miller. I'm just like, I can't put him in my top 50. I got him at 65. I can't put him in my top 50 strictly because of Chris Jenkins. It's totally biased, and
that's fair. So
you know what I mean?
100% fair. And when you take a look at it, I mean, it's definitely going to fall into what do you want out of that pick. And are you looking ceiling? Are you looking floor? Are you looking at a guy that's able to be a gap shooter? Are you looking for a guy that's able to just dominate? So I totally agree.
I think it's a great pick, to be honest, because if he hits that ceiling, you got a guy at 52 here for the Packers that could have been a first-round pick based on just the way he moves for me.
And Brandon is talking that I robbed him for Miller, so I absolutely love anytime that I'm able to.
That's what you've done to me all night on every pick that I've been going to make.
So the Steelers are up in round 2.
Ty Simpson.
So, and is this Simpson?
I think so. Like, and regardless of Will Howard,
Will Howard slander.
Hey, I know. Do I even like the Buckeyes? Am I even a Buckeye fan at this point? I think you take the swing on Ty Simpson at this point. My personal opinion.
Can we just pause? We can take the Simpson pick, but when we take a look at Pittsburgh, they've grabbed Avion Terrell. is there a wide receiver?
I don't know. This wide receiver board, other than Antonio, well, okay.
The Newt
Antonio
Freeze?
Williams
The
is
Newt Freeze? Newt Freeze out?
It must have gotten cold in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So the Eagles are up in
Well, I was
round
gonna say with the receiver what he was saying, Chris Bell, but you're waiting a year. With Aaron Rodgers, you're not waiting a year. The Malachi Fields love, Jim. Is there anything with Malachi Fields that maybe that would be a Pittsburgh guy? Because he was getting first round love out of the Senior Bowl. I got him as
too close to Metcalf. Like it's just
that's fair.
That's my argument against Fields. Oh, actually, so I'm gonna show my hand right now. But if I wanted a guy to pair with Metcalf, where I'm like, hey, I want a wide receiver, I want to be able to go all in, and I want to really be able to push the defense. Antonio Williams is that guy for me.
I like him too.
Oh, really? There we go, my man. And so for me, Antonio Williams, you get a really electric player, and you can do a lot of things with him, and you can have a really dynamic pairing with DK Metcalf. So that's kind of what
I like that. I like that. If they could wait a year, Chris Bell would be my dream pick for them. But we took Simpson, Jim.
Yeah.
We'll move on.
Yep.
And
We
that's
got
a fair,
lot more picks to go.
It's a totally fair pick too. I don't like knock the Simpson pick at all.
So the Eagles are up. They took Sadiq in round 1. Would they take Chris Bell to replace AJ Brown?
I
Not
think
big
they're
enough.
such an all-in team. They wouldn't wait a year. Like they'd be like, maybe we get Chris Bell in the 3rd round instead of the 2nd. Like that's how the Eagles and Howie Roseman does things.
Do you guys like Akis or Moore?
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
I love both.
Yep. Yours. That's my number one need is edge. I think either one of them. So I will hand that to Newt for which one he wants to pick. Those would be guys that I would be all over for them here.
So I have at number 38 on my board Moore, and number 43 on my board Akis. So I like Moore a little bit better. They're both phenomenal players.
Yeah, they're top 60 players. That's where I got it.
Yeah.
So the Chargers are up. They took Vega in round 1.
You're welcome.
So
I don't think anyone was doubting that.
is this Malachi Lawrence or Akis? Or maybe Barham?
I like
I don't
Akis.
Or
think,
is there-
I
is
don't
there
think
a
Barham's
better
in the
player at another
conversation.
position?
If I'm being honest, I don't think Barham's in the conversation.
Is how much of a need, this is my ignorance, how much of a need do they have on the interior? Or is it more edge?
Yeah, I got D tackle and edge. I got D tackle above edge.
Would Dominique Orange, Big Citrus himself, start coming to play?
God. See, I love the nickname, don't love the player. Just gonna be honest.
That's because you hate good football players.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, that's fair. So is it edge then? Or do you have this like sneaky secret defensive tackle
I mean,
that I'm not
Anthony
thinking
Hope
of?
Jr. is still here.
Oh shit, he's fallen a little bit.
Kamari Ramsey is still here. AJ Halsey is still here.
There's like 4
Halsey
teams coming up
replaced
that need a
Derwin James.
safety.
What was the they need an edge. Malachi Lawrence might go in the 1st round. We're at pick 55.
Yes.
Am I the only one that is on this Malachi Lawrence train?
He's
No, there's a few.
Nah,
Hank,
so-
Newt, Owen.
I'll say Gabe Akis is 43. There's a little bit of a step down, but Malachi Lawrence is the next edge up at 59. So
Okay.
I could totally see him here.
Let's do Lawrence. Jags. Okay, so Chris has the Jags. He'll put that pick into the chat in a minute. Chicago is up after the Jags. We can start talking about what the board looks like for the Bears. They took TJ Parker in round 1.
They took
Proctor-
did they take
what
a
do you guys think
linebacker?
of Proctor going at 56?
That's where he probably should go. And whether
Yeah.
you want to play him at guard, tackle, he's going to test well.
That's
Straight
that's
line
an easy.
speed,
Yeah.
that's a good pick. Good pick.
Wait, but Caden Proctor just went though.
No, that's what we were talking about.
Oh,
dude.
I thought Caden Proctor to the Bears. That's my bad.
Caden Proctor to the Bears wouldn't be a bad pick either.
I was like, that's a hell of a pick right there.
Yeah.
Damn.
What do you think the Bears would do here?
You suck, Jim.
Every time he's got to pick it.
Well, they could double dip at edge. Could you imagine Akis and Parker going to the Bears?
Yeah, but like you're just kind of like wasting snaps with Montez Sweat then, in a team that I think they believe they are win now with some of the talent, the contracts that they have, especially with Joe Thuney. No, it's not Rodriguez for me. No,
I'm not opposed to that.
I think Dale might be. Dale, where's Rodriguez for you? I think you're probably higher on Rodriguez than you.
Fringe top 50 player. He tested better than I thought, and
he tested way better than I thought.
And Hill's still available, right? Like, why wouldn't they take Anthony Hill?
So
I got Hill a little above Rodriguez. They're 4 and 5 for my linebackers. I would take Hill here at pick 57.
Okay.
Oh man, I'm fine with that. Yeah, let's go with Hill.
Okay, so
dude, if you hate him, that's your rival. So it's a good pick.
No, I don't hate Hill. I actually like Hill's number 20. Hill's 26 on my board, man. Oh man, it's killing me.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I'll be right back, boys.
So Chris, we're calling McNeil Warren off the board. That was because I made a mistake on the Bengals pick earlier.
No, it's Pork Chop's
calling
fault.
McNeil Warren
Let's
off the
call
board.
it Pork Chop. Can never trust Pork Chop. McNeil Warren is off the board. But there's still good safeties out there, to be fair. Kamari Ramsey,
Yep. And I mean, Akis is sitting here.
Yeah.
And we're almost at pick 60.
There's a lot of talk he could go late first, Jim. How would you feel if he was the Buffalo Bill, just to bring it back to?
Well, so Owen's making the Bills picks, but Owen's going to be choosing between Akis and Barham.
No, I know, but in general, okay, all right. Don't put you on that clock. I got you.
We like the position flexibility of Barham, moving him in a 34 defense from outside linebacker to middle linebacker to a 4-3 edge. He could do a lot of different things. I don't know that I would take Barham over Akis, but that's always.
Yeah, right. On my board, but I do understand the Barham love and is he is that purely as an edge or just the versatility? Because
a Tiernan man, there we go. Love it.
Yeah, he's 89th on my board. It's a little early for me. Where are you playing him? Tackle, guard,
left tackle. You just replaced one Hall of Fame left tackle with another. That's my take on it.
32-inch arm length doesn't bother you at all.
No, because he's a grown man, Dale, and he can play tackle even with a bunch of children.
Well, I mean, that's how I feel about defensive end. I was a Will Campbell truther. As a rookie left tackle, they still made it to the Super Bowl. I've been still trying to defend this guy.
Yeah.
But he had a rough playoffs.
He did. And so in all seriousness, I am a bit concerned about Tiernan's arm length.
Yeah.
I really need him to be just all right. And I know the number shouldn't matter. The film should matter. But
and it always does. It's fair to question everything.
His movement skills, his understanding of the game. I don't, he gets a lot of knocks for being kind of in run defense, and I don't hate him in run defense. I think he's a pro-ready tackle. And I think that he can be a dude. And if that is the only thing to his game is the arm length, then I'm willing to bet on him.
Yeah, I like him too. Like, it's a guy, I'll find a spot for him. Maybe he backs up 4 positions, you know?
Yeah.
And you're getting that there. I don't hate the pick at all. Basantis to the Texans.
I like Basantis a lot. I think Basantis to the Texans.
He's 50 on my board. You get him at 59. That's a good pick.
Yeah, he's 47. Weird. Once again, 47 on my board. So
there you go.
How many guys do you have at pick 47?
just the one.
Oh, okay.
What is?
So we have another admin pick here for the Rams. So Dale, the Rams have gone Abney, and then I think they took Fano, right? So it's Fano and Abney. Is there a quarterback here that you like for the Rams?
Oh, hell no. I mean, they would be betting on Nussmeier or, you know, the Cole Payton Love, which he's 4. I got Nussmeier 3 for quarterbacks, but I can't take a quarterback. Is there anything else, Jim, position-wise? And then,
so I think linebacker is a popular pick for the Rams, but at the same time, would the Rams take Chris Bell? This wide receiver board looks pretty good.
No, I don't think they would. I think if the Rams are going to take a pick, they're going to take something that's going to push them next year.
Yeah, that's fair.
In my opinion.
Is that Antonio Williams then?
Yeah, now we're speaking the truth. You have just opened the gospel and are preaching from it.
Yeah, I think that's the route to go.
Okay, Broncos took KC Concepcion in round 1. Would you guys take Rodriguez to the Broncos at the end of round 2?
Yes, I would.
He's not the next guy on my board, but I'm not going to push back. I love him as a football player. I love the guy. So hell yeah, let's.
Well, he tested way better than I thought he would.
He did. I was, I'll be the first to admit, like, people said to me on Twitter, like, hey, you think he's a bad athlete? And I said, yeah, I think he's a bad athlete. And he, thus far, has proven me wrong.
So for round 3, we will try to do BPA on your boards, and we'll probably try to do the picks with, is it Malachi Fields? Yep. So
there we go.
Malachi Fields went in round 2 to the Patriots. Dale, how high do you have Fields graded?
A little below top 50, but in that range. Like, I think it's Senior Bowl week. Like, I don't love the tape, but one thing I did love about him was the way he blocked. Like, he put effort into blocking at Notre Dame this year when I was watching this film, and I'm like, you know what? Add that into some of the – but guys that don't create separation scares me at wide receiver. He's one of those guys.
Is there an edge you like to Seattle at the end of round 2 here? Height's here, Dennis Sutton's here, Barham's here, Overton's here.
Dennis Sutton, if we're talking edge, like another guy over 9 RAS score, and I love this tape. Like a guy that if he made it to the Bengals in the 3rd round, I would run that to the podium.
Okay, so the Cardinals are up. They've taken Lomu and Downs. So Downs and Lomu.
That's pretty good. What's their needs, Jim?
So I think they need offense, but Chris Johnson has fallen to round 3. This feels almost egregious.
Yeah, Chris Johnson is 43 on my board. I know Newt had him a little lower, but man, I would be all over Chris Johnson. Yeah, I like that, Jim.
Yep. Okay. Titans are up. Titans. Oh, and Chris has the Titans, so he'll tell us who the pick is. We don't need to figure that out. And
why is D'Angelo Pond still on the board? Not like saying for the Titans, but any team right now. I don't think he should make it to the third round. Or did he get sniped and I wasn't paying attention?
No,
No,
he's
he's
still
Who
still
were
there.
you asking about?
Pons.
Dan, yeah,
No, Pons is here. He's here.
Wow. So Pons, did anybody take Ian Notcher, the right tackle from?
Yeah, he went to
State?
the Texans in
Okay.
round 2, early round 2.
Did anybody take Pregnon?
I don't think
Yes.
Wait, no.
Yeah, we talked about him briefly because I asked you to tell Owen what you saw in Pregnon.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's
All right,
further
so-
down.
so
on
my
the
high-
board.
And that's what I thought. My highest graded player, 40th on my board, just to mention it, is Pons. My next highest rated player is at 51, and that's Keontae Scott. So 2 slot corners. I know Scott could play safety, like just 2 dogs. Like if they make it to third, you take them, you'd be happy about in general.
I was going to say Bell is my highest graded player left.
No, we took him.
Oh, shit. Where?
So the Raiders are up. They took Colton Hood after Mendoza. The Raiders pretty much need everything, but I know some of the Raiders podcasters here would say interior offensive line, and
Okay.
then some will also talk about wide receiver.
Jim, did Gabe Akis go? Like
He did. He went to Buffalo in
Okay.
round 2.
I thought so. Just one. I'm trying to mark off. I've only got
Well,
3 players
I got
left
you.
in my.
I got you.
Who did Chris
Top
Bell
6.
go to?
Chris
We
Bell
just-
is here.
Oh no, he didn't go.
Chris Bell is not gone.
Oh no,
Why-
you're right. You're right.
I
you're
think-
right.
I think
Damn,
he's
why are you
about
messing
to.
with me,
My
man?
bad, dude. I thought he went because he is still Chris Bell is still 43, knowing the ACL, and maybe he
That's
said.
I was saying
Yeah,
that's what I
my
was
bad.
saying.
My bad.
You're good. So Chris Bell and then Connor Liu are the 2 highest players on my boards, and both for reason of the injury, probably.
Well, do you?
I
think
got Lou at
Connor
97,
goes to the
brother.
Raiders here? Would you
Huh?
do Connor Lou to the Raiders here, Newt?
Mm,
They need interior offensive line help.
so is this
But
my
they have JPJ, so would they
Is-
take a guard?
is
or
this my pick?
yeah, and I mean we're just trying to get through.
Yeah, we're
make sure-
just running through this third round as top guys on our boards, and we're trying to fire through it.
So
if I
do you
want to
think
help
Logan-
if I want to help my guy out next year, I'm gonna take my boy Jake Slaughter. If I want to help him out long term, I'm gonna take my
Oh.
boy Connor Liu. Oh, hush! You knock it off right now.
No,
You knock it off.
No!
I'm gonna take Connor Liu if I want to help him out long
But-
term.
Would the Raiders take a center? I guess is the better question because they already have JPJ.
Yeah, I don't.
But they've
necessarily,
been playing him at guard. I mean,
But I don't know that he was playing guard well. From what the Raiders people tell me.
Can I get to this on?
let Dale take the pick then. He wants he
no,
wants
no,
to.
Connor Liu, 97th on my board, and I was nice to put him in my top 100.
That's because
the
you don't like
injury?
good football players.
Yeah, I guess I don't like people that have bad tape. I know he's young. The tape is not great to me, Newt.
I
This is
disagree. My take on him is not injury related. I think he's that good.
Not a Connor Liu guy. Sam
Okay.
Hecht. And I'm also not a who's the center? Maybe this is where we disagree is on the centers. Jake Slaughter. Not
I
a
love
Jake
Jake.
Slaughter guy.
I don't
This
I
is
don't
it.
know that that's a good pick. I don't think that center's the right direction for the Raiders. Would you do Dominique Orange or Jake Golday here?
Oh, go Big Citrus. Big Citrus. I like. I know Dale hates Big Citrus, but
No, I don't. I don't hate him. He's a third
That's-
round guy. We're in the third round.
We're in the third round.
Let's
Okay.
take Big Citrus.
Okay, so now we're up to Philadelphia. Is this Chris Bell?
You
It's
talked
another
about
team
it
that's in
last
win
round,
now.
right?
It's the team that's in win now. That's my only problem about it. Is
It's Howie
Bell doesn't-
Roseman drafts a year before. I mean, they have more than enough picks because they still have another pick in round 3.
That's
So-
fair.
Who has Philly taken with the picks? I know
Sadiq and
Sadiq.
Moore. They also need a corner. Is there a corner here that you like? Boundary corner, like Dalen Everett from Georgia?
My boundary corners.
Oh,
are gonna
Dalen
include-
Everett ran really well, and I'm gonna look at my list, Jim. How do we feel about Malik Muhammad from Texas? I know
He's like 91 on my board, but he's my next cornerback up.
Didn't he not test?
he didn't.
Great.
That's why I'm saying. And I know he's 185-ish. Like he's not
Is he
big,
a little?
but he
Is he a slot for you or a boundary corner for you?
boundary.
He's a
that's-
boundary.
Yeah. That,
So
like
the
his
Eagles
tape is
also
his
need a
tape.
safety. Do you like Kamari Ramsey or Jalen Kilgore or Genesis Smith or Bud Clark?
Wait, has AJ Halsey been taking?
No.
I was like, he'd be one of the guys I'd be looking at.
You guys like Halsey to Philadelphia?
Either I like Golday. I think he complements Campbell really well. I like when you start to take a look.
Yeah,
at
Golday shouldn't have been on the board, honestly.
I think Golday complements Campbell really well.
Well, he's gonna go off the board earlier.
You guys want Golday to Philadelphia here at 68?
I love that.
Yeah, that's a BPA pick along with just everything Newt said.
Is this where running back goes?
Yeah, so Brandon will probably be
Oh,
messaging
yeah, you're
the
right.
picks.
I'm
He's a
sorry.
loyal draft professor follower. I just
that's
got to give him a
100%.
little bit of time.
But if you're going to pick a running back, can I make my case for Emmett Johnson or
No.
Mike Washington?
Yeah, tell Brandon
Oh, my
which running back
God.
you like.
Why do we see similar on some positions and not on others?
Well, so you're out on those guys. I love Emmett Johnson is the most explosive running back in this class, not named Jeremiah Love. Jadarian Price.
I don't love his burst. Actually, I hate his burst. I think he's slow to attack a gap. I think that he is really lackadaisical, and his speed is like kind of meh. Light me up,
Okay.
Dale. I'm looking forward to it.
So he picked Coleman. We have to make a second pick for the Commanders.
See, I wasn't even thinking Coleman, though. To go back to the running backs, we got to do it. We got to have this conversation, Jim.
Have the conversation, bro.
Have it.
Let's go.
Jadarian Price would be the normal number 2 guy.
He's not my number 2. He's my number 3.
He's my number 4.
Okay, that's fair.
But
Who's
if you have
your number
Woody
2?
Marks,
My number
you
2
wouldn't- Go ahead.
Hey, Woody Marks ain't pushing no needles, Jim.
No. But if you have Woody Marks, you're not going to do Price. You're going to get a back that would complement his skill
Oh,
set,
yeah,
right?
That's fair.
That's
What's-
where I was going. That's where I was going with
That's
that.
fair.
Why not Mike Washington, who complements every skill set, which is my running back 3, is what I wanted to say. How much have you watched Mike Washington?
Enough to have a grade on him is, was it number 140 on my board? And
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
he's running back 11. Oh, I love it.
Hey, me and Newt normally don't disagree, even in summer scouting. I love this. Me and
But
Newt are going to have some good conversations.
You know something? So Dale, you did this with us last year, and I felt bad because we didn't get to hear the full Dale experience. So I was really happy I could get you and Newt to do this together. I saw a lot of your summer scouting stuff. So it's really cool that the three of us could do this. So I love that you're here.
I love it.
So,
Well,
I
I
love it.
appreciate it. I said if I do one of these 3 rounders, I want it to be with Newt.
yes.
And we were agreeing too much. So
Yeah, we
this
were.
is the shit I love. Like, come
Yeah.
on, man.
Saying way too much.
Well, and that's what this podcast format is supposed to be all about. And I actually have to give credit to Newt because when Newt and Owen did a similar thing on Wednesday this week, I was texting Newt, I believe it was today, and I'm like, we need to do more of what Newt and Owen did so that everybody's personalities come out and it's not so robotic. So I absolutely love this.
Well, I think Newt's a complete fucking idiot because he doesn't even like Mike Washington or Emmett Johnson.
Hey, look at that. Connor Lou just went.
Yep. So for the Commanders, they took
Right,
Argo Reese round 1. What do you think they do round 2 or round 3?
I love number one. I love that pick for the Browns with
It's a solid pick.
with Lou. That's a building pick. I think the Commanders. God, I forgot they traded that pick for Tunsil.
Yep. Is there
Oh,
a wide receiver that you like here in round 3 to the Commanders?
There's not a wide receiver. I mean Chris Bell, but like
Yes, it's like
it's
they
Chris Bell.
need the impact now to not continue to go backwards like their season this year. But I would take Bell at this point if I was watching.
It's gotta be Bell. Like
it.
Yeah. Okay.
so.
Bell.
Put
Okay.
in perspective.
Dale, you're up. I'm not going to listen to Pork Chop.
He's been burned one too many times.
Yeah, never listen to Pork Chop is actually the motto.
I was gonna say Bell is 40 on my board. You're getting him at 70. That is or 71. That is phenomenal.
So for the Bengals, I know I had Newt make the pick at 10. It was Peter Woods, then Emmanuel McNeil Warren, not Harold Perkins. What the hell are we doing? I continue to think defense. So you've got a safety D tackle. I don't love the edge guys here.
I don't know. Maybe like a star player, like a Jack, like a I don't know, like a Harold Perkins Jr.
Jim knows exactly. It's number 51 on my board. It's my highest rated player left. It's Keontae Scott. I know he's not in coverage a lot, but he's playing like Mike Hilton, but bigger, and you could play him at safety. Keontae Scott, without a doubt, in the third round. I take it. I got him at 51. I don't even second guess myself.
Dale, credit all of the people that have come on and do Bengals mocks. I've listened. Slot was a need. And I kind of had an idea where you're going. Like, Dale, you and I haven't podcasted together.
We don't have to, Jim.
Like July.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. Like, I was beginning to think of where you were going to go. So
he's the top rated player on my board for a reason. Like, I love his tape. Like, the tape is the tape.
So I was looking to see which team was picking next, so I knew who they picked, and then I forgot what team it was.
Saints?
Bro, you all got Oscar
Saints.
Delp as the 43rd ranked player? Jim,
No, that's based upon user behavior and who they pick.
Okay.
I was saying that's not me.
That's all simulator algorithm. So the Saints have taken Elijah Surratt. The
And
Saints
David
have
Bailey.
taken David Bailey. So David Bailey, Elijah Surratt. Saints are on the clock in round 3.
What's the safety board, right? Like, because I think they're a sneaky Caleb Downs team.
Halsey is there.
Halsey's here.
Wait, what? Caleb Downs?
Huh?
Did you say Caleb Downs?
No, I said, like, they're a sneaky team to take Caleb if he's there at 8.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. If he's there.
Yep.
All right. That
So-
makes
Yeah, I think Halsey at this point he's 55 on my board.
So I'm looking at it, and all of my wide receivers are gone, or not wide receivers. All of my linemen that I would like here are gone. I'm down for Halsey. So let's go with that.
Okay. So Chris will give us the Chiefs. The Dolphins have 3 third-round picks. They've done McCoy, Ted Hurst. Do you guys like Kamari Ramsey for
As
the
a
Dolphins
slot, as a
in round
slot
3?
player.
Yeah.
As a slot or a safety. Like, that's the thing. His tape's better as a free safety. He just played the slot this year.
We could go 2 defensive backs for Miami here in round 3 and then let them figure it out in camp.
And that room would still be thin.
Yep.
Yeah, facts. So somebody's
Chris,
making
if you're
the
here, let us know about the Chiefs pick.
what have the Chiefs taken again, Jim? I'm sorry.
Oh, great
I got it.
question.
Ruben Bain and Zachariah Branch.
Yeah, and I mean, Chris is here every Friday, so he's a great Chiefs draft person. He'll be drafting an epic mock with the Arrowhead Attic people, and he's going Michael
Ooh.
Trigg.
Okay. Okay.
Wait.
Where is Trigg for you, Dale?
Good question. It's a guy that I've had him anywhere between my tight end 2 to my tight end like 6. He's somewhere in that range. I hate this tight end class a little bit, to be fair. I think 2 to 15, I have no idea where they're going. What do you need? It's the position that I hate the most this season. That's why I've stood on that table for Sadiq as tight end 1. But Max Clare, Eli Stowers, Dalen Bentley, all these guys, Joe Royer. I don't know where you go with tight ends in this class, to be fair. But Trigg has huge hands, super athletic, basketball background.
Super athletic.
Okay.
I like him. I don't love him.
So we're up to the Steelers. They've taken Terrell and they took Ty Simpson. Is there a wide receiver here we like? Like, are we high enough on Jacoby Lane that he can go in round 3? Is this Kendrick Law round 3?
Or is this Skylar Bell just like kind of sneaking in?
Skylar Bell's probably the top rated receiver for me of this group.
I think he compliments.
Yeah.
For them, I think he compliments them the best. I don't know, but
I would 100% go like Jacoby Lane if they didn't have DK.
Got it. So let's do.
But
Skylar
I think
Bell.
Skylar Bell, 100%.
Okay. And then JT, if you're still here, will give us the Bucks pick. Chris is going to give us the Colts pick. The Falcons in round 2 took Brazel. Is there a corner here that you like in round 3 for the Falcons when we get to that pick? Like whether that's Stukes,
Lee
Davis, maybe. Will Lee is still here in round 3.
How do we feel about Devin Moore? Has he gone from Florida? I know the injury history is lengthy, but
I haven't watched him at all.
It's another 6'3" guy. But I also think there's 2 Washington corners who also was 6'3", but those guys ran in the 4.4s, and that's Takario Davis, who was a projected first-round pick a couple years ago, and also Fisian's Presock, who ran in the 4.4s.
If Presock's running 4.4s, that's solid.
He did.
I'll take that any day. So for me, Malik Muhammad is picked.
He's still
91.
available?
Yeah. He's 91 on my board.
He's 63 on my board.
Oh, then I mean, there you go.
Okay.
That's the middle ground.
I actually have one guy higher, but I hate it.
Who? Tell me now.
I'm a fucking homer. It's Igbinosun.
Iggy!
Listen,
You are such a homer.
It is not. I am so low on him, but summer scouting with Jim and with your guy, he literally said, I would rather teach a player, this was over summer scouting, to not be physical than to be physical.
So to be fair, Iggy is literally 3 spots below Muhammad. I have Muhammad at 91, Will Lee at 93, and then Iggy at 94. So
Lee didn't run great, and he didn't have a good season, but I get it. Like, he's long.
I like Lee. I like Lee a ton.
I do too.
So is
But
this
no,
Igbinosun for you guys?
I don't know. We just went in and ran about other stuff we weren't even paying attention.
I'd be fine with Igbinosun.
Okay. So what do you guys think of Kyle Lewis to the Colts? That's
So
such
hold
a
on.
Colts pick, isn't it?
We went Tampa Bay Genesis Smith.
Yep.
I'm trying to catch up.
I would like this Genesis Smith conversation. I think that's a good place to start, and then
Go
we'll
for
go
it.
to Kyle Lewis. Once again, didn't love the physicality like Brandon Cisse, and this guy's a safety. Like, I think he has so much traits, Smith does, but I'm like, so much I see him just shying away from contract. contact. And for me personally, I'm like, that's not a guy I want at safety. Taking him here, I know he's a great athlete. He's this, that, and the other. I don't love Genesis Smith as a prospect.
I don't love him in round 3 with a 20% missed tackle rate.
Yeah. And you can see it on tape. Like, I watched the tape and I'm like, this guy is not really trying. Newt, do you have an opinion on Genesis Smith?
I haven't watched safeties. I've only seen the 2, so I don't. I will be there in a week, but I don't have one now.
So we're up for the Ravens. They haven't addressed offensive line. So the Ravens, I believe they did Jordan Tyson, followed by
Grayson Halton.
Yeah, I
So-
hated making that pick.
Is there a lineman, an interior lineman, or an offensive tackle?
Keelan Rutledge would be.
It was right. That's what I was going to say. Rutledge is right there. Plug and play right guard. Absolute mauler. He looks to put people through the ground. Love him.
Holy shit. Jaguars have 3 picks in the next 20. This is wild.
Yep. So Jags are up. Chris will put that one into the chat. So we're going to have to do the Vikings in a minute. The Vikings have selected Julian Neal and Jeremiah Love, I believe.
I think Chris already did put that in the chat.
Yeah, because Newt took Jeremiah Love for the Vikings. Was kind of like how the hell did he get there? Type, like, you look back at it, like, how the hell did Jeremiah Love get to the Vikings?
Once again,
but that's what happens, you know.
It's positional value falling.
Yeah.
So Chris, I think that Kilgore pick was a really good one by the Jags. Kilgore would have looked really good in a Vikings uniform.
He would look good in a Bengals uniform. I think that's a guy everybody would like to have on their team.
So what do you think the Vikings would do here? They've took Neal, they took Love. Do they need? Is this Darrell Jackson?
Newt, you remember summer scouting when I said Darrell Jackson is my most frustrating player?
Yes, I remember.
I was like, he has all the traits, all the size. Some games he looks like Tarzan, some he looks like Jane. He's just not consistent. And
You're not round 3 on Darrell Jackson Jr., Dale?
No, that's about where you take him because he's
that's
such
the thing.
an athletic
Round
freak.
3 is where the conversation starts.
Yeah,
he can fix them.
Yes.
Owen is the high school stud. He looks across the hallway and he says, "Hey, I can fix her. I can fix her." And
we're okay with
Darrell
Darrell
Jackson Jr. is
on
on
the
the
other
Yeah,
side.
I'm okay with it at this point, Jim, for sure. But I just had to mention that of like, that's a guy like, because it's one of those guys that we said, this is a guy that may be off our boards. It may be a guy in the top 15.
Okay, so
Could
the
have been.
Panthers are having a sneaky good draft. They've got Falk, they've got Wheatley. We need to help their quarterback. They need offensive line help. Who is your best offensive lineman available, Dale?
Or a receiver. Dude.
Yeah, but the Panthers' offensive line made it look like Buffalo had a pass rush.
And probably right tackle, right? Like,
Yeah, so like Owen really likes from Penn State, Drew Shelton. Like Owen would be saying Drew Shelton should not be here at 82.
That is not a good.
That's unfortunate.
No. No. Can't get on board with that one.
So how about Keegan Trost? That was another player I know.
He's a
Owen
guard.
really likes Barber and Trost.
I like Barber.
I like Barber, but left tackle. But just general, you try and improve your line. I think Barber is probably one of the higher guys for tackle.
I like Barber a lot. I agree with Dale.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Barber. Okay. And then Newt, you're up for Green Bay.
Oh man. So we got Kristen Miller.
I just need to know that is Derek Moore off the board, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
way off the board.
I thought so, but it was the last name on this sheet.
Yep. Dale, I like that you printed out a sheet so that you could check players
old
off.
school.
To keep
This is
yourself
what I do,
organized.
brother.
Dale's
This is
old
what I
school.
do.
I'm gonna go with my board.
Oh, and by the way, Chris liked the Daryl Jackson Jr. to the Brian
Should be
Fleury
illegal.
defense pick. Chris, thank you for that.
I love that. We're gonna go with, I believe, Jake Slaughter.
Oh God.
Oh no,
Okay,
hold
so
on. Oh shit, that's fine.
Should
Okay,
have went Logan
I forgot-
Jones.
I forgot Connor Lou was still available, right?
Okay.
No,
So-
Connor Lou went.
Oh,
Lou
did he?
went.
Okay, then yeah. it's
I thought
definitely-
he did. I could be wrong.
No, he did. Jake Slaughter is definitely the next guy up. We're good.
Yeah, no, I disagree. I think Logan Jones, Sam Hecht. I got so many guys over that. guy.
I love me some Jake Slaughter. So we're gonna go with Jake Slaughter.
How
at
is
84.
the Steelers' interior offensive line?
The
Because
world
they're
may
on
never
the
know.
clock right now.
Who did they grab before? Avion Terrell, Ty Simpson, and Skylar Bell.
Correct. And I just want to confirm because I'm going to try to get one of Owen's guys in here before we leave. And he's either going to go to Pittsburgh or Miami, but I need to check on Pittsburgh's interior offensive line.
Trying
Well-
to get to the news. I have no idea. The
Okay.
answer is I have no idea. Right now, hold on. Pittsburgh. Yep, nope, it's not that one. Jesus Christ. Too many beers.
Cheese and crackers, bro.
There's no such thing.
Cheese and crackers.
No, I have no idea.
Okay. So if they've gone quarterback, receiver, corner, quarter, receiver, they also need defensive line reinforcements.
Yeah.
Agreed. They have Keanu Benton.
Where
But-
are you on Chris McClellan, Dale?
Oh, not
Oh,
this
big
early.
fan. He's
Oh,
you don't like him?
not this early.
No, I agree. He's French
He's
top
day 3 for
100.
you? Okay.
He's not
Hold on,
fringe
hold
top
on,
100
hold
at all.
Oh, I will. Jesus Christ, I didn't know it was that serious, guys. Jesus. I will literally fucking tell you.
He's 127 for me.
He's 113.
Okay. Not here. How about Zane Durant?
Even lower, but it's just because I want him to be the Bengals' 4th round pick.
He's aggressively higher at 103 for me.
Would LT Overton be a good
I'm
Steelers
not a
pick?
fan. Not a fan.
Not a fan.
What?
Okay.
Where is he on your board? I needed to know.
Gonna have to turn some pages.
He's like, I'm gonna have to go up
What?
pretty far out there, Jim.
147.
He's 77 for me.
Yeah.
Would you would Pittsburgh do another day 2 running back?
If they do, Emmett Johnson and Mike Washington are two of the highest players on the board. Emmett Johnson at 62,
Yes.
Mike Washington at 67. I don't
They-
think they will.
They
Because
just
we
drafted
haven't-
Caleb Johnson.
Yeah, we haven't seen the guy from Iowa, Caleb Johnson, as well. I was about to say, Newt. You know who we're not talking about at all, who's 68th on my board? If they do
Preach.
need to guard, I don't know. If there is a Steelers fan in here, cool. Billy Schroth from Notre Dame.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Dropping some knowledge.
Billy
Okay.
Schroth's really good. He got injured, but he literally played through that injury against USC, and that was maybe his best tape of the year. He played through the game, and that's the one I clipped up. I'm like, this motherfucker playing on one leg, and he's out here killing it. I thought he would have went back to school. He didn't. Billy
I love
Schroth's a guy that should get more love at offensive guard.
I already got it called for me, so Jim, you got to pull the trigger.
Yep. So the Chargers took Vega, Malachi Lawrence. They're on the clock in round 3.
Is this me?
And this is just group discussion to get through the picks. Do you
What
have
do
an
they need?
idea, Newt? Do you have a best available?
I want to say Corleone, but I don't know.
They do need interior.
Oh my
defensive
God,
line.
me and Newt hate each other.
Actually, you know who would be best for me? Maybe we don't hate each other. I don't know. We might not.
All right, bring it back.
All right, I'm gonna bring it back right now. Probably best for me would be Aaron Graves.
He feels like a Harbaugh player.
He does.
Who?
Aaron
Where are
Graves.
you on Aaron Graves, Dale?
Oh my God, you and your fucking Iowa shit.
I've preached this on your podcast before.
How did he not get invited to the combine? Number one.
Don't
Well,
fucking
would they
get
do
me started
Bud
on
Clark
that.
here?
That's bullshit. It's
Would they
ridiculous. Jim, you go for it, Jim.
Well, okay, so Derwin James is nearing the end of his career. Is this a Bud Clark, Jalen Husky conversation?
Husky's getting no love, to be fair. Bud Clark, probably a little above Husky because the ball production, the interceptions, everything he's done, good Senior Bowl week. Yeah, it'd be good. Who else is at safety, Jim?
I heard Emmanuel McNeil Warren's still on the board.
No. That's the Bengal.
So Owen will say we need to talk about Michael Taft from Texas.
I love Michael Taft. God damn it! Why does Owen have to like him?
Hey, Newt, remember when somebody was like, he's 165 over the summer, and we were both like, what the fuck? Well, like,
Who?
what the
Wait,
fuck?
who said he was 165? I forgot
I
about
don't know.
that.
It was like 170, but
We were both top
either
50,
way, we
right?
were both like, what the fuck? We thought he was 200.
Yeah, no, that Michael Taft's awesome.
So where would you be between Husky, Taft, and Clark for the Chargers?
I got Clark at 93. Kilgore went, right? Just
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love Kilgore as a weapon in general. Yeah, I think it is Bud Clark at 93 for me as like the next safety.
So I am going to do the Dolphins here. So I'm going to go with Owen's guy.
You
Matt
keep saying you're going to
Golden.
do Dolphins.
Yep. Matt Golban from Michigan State.
Love
So-
Golban.
Michigan, I gotta get eyes on this guy.
So
No,
he
he's
has
he's
started
116 on my board, but he is one of the top centers.
I have not. So Draft Professor was definitely the first time I saw this guy pop up on my you gotta watch him feed.
Well, yeah, I want to give Owen a lot of credit because I think we covered Michigan State in the summer. So Dale, if you remember,
Hold on, don't give Owen too much credit. All right.
So anyway, so Dale, if you remember, Owen, you and I covered Michigan State in the summer. I think Owen was probably going back to cross-check some of the guys he watched in the summer, and he came by like, how come nobody's talking about Matt Golban?
Yeah, I think he was a Wake Forest transfer, right?
Yeah, Owen, that's all you got. I'm sorry.
No, I think Golban was a Wake Forest transfer, but I remember we covered Michigan State, and I was like, I had never watched him. I watched him, I'm like, damn, that's a pretty good player. And then, he had a fantastic season.
All right. So we're at Jacksonville, right?
We're Bears. Jacksonville just took Jayshon Barham.
Oh shit.
That means Newt's up if it's the Bears.
Yep.
God
So
damn
Anthony
it.
Hill. So the Bears have done Anthony Hill, TJ Parker. Is there a defensive tackle that you have graded high enough for the Bears? They need a defensive tackle bad.
Give me a second. I gotta catch up with this J.M. Barham shit. All right. So Barham went to Jacksonville, right?
Correct.
All right. Fuck's sake.
I got to mark my stuff off, too.
God, why the Bears? It's because Jim, you give the picks to me, and I've made good selections. Parker and Anthony Hill are phenomenal. If you take a look at what they need, and I don't know. Even
So
if they-
every Bears fan that is in the Draft Professor feed says they need to get Lee Hunter, Caden McDonald round 1, and we haven't given them a defensive tackle yet. So I'm trying to give us a little bit of credibility.
Did McClellan go?
Yeah.
No, McClellan's here, Corleone's here.
Well, that's why I'm looking through my list.
I would take. So my next DT up would be Corleone. After that would be Tyler Onyedim.
Oh yes!
Shut up! Seriously,
There we go.
I love him.
we're going Onyedim. We're going Onyedim then. Hell yeah!
Yes, we are.
If my boy Dale agrees, we're going Onyedim.
I like McClellan a lot. I like his tape, but also Onyedim is like not far behind.
Hell yeah!
Yes, I'm with that.
Dude. If Dale, if you're with that, I'm with it.
Dude,
I mean,
you get
been
hard
with
on.
it for-
You get hard-ons for spin moves, and he has one of the filthiest defensive tackle spin moves.
Well,
period.
you know my guy, so hey, Llewellyn and all those guys.
And we just did a good job of sniping some of Owen's guys because Chris, you took Barham before Owen was up. That was a great pick. I just took Taft to the Dolphins before Owen's up for Buffalo. So Chris, thank you for your
We
help.
got Taft here.
Yep. So I did Taft to Miami.
Jim, if you as a GM, where are you picking Taft? Is he?
I'd probably go. I think most of these safeties that everybody's grading round 3 are going to go round 4, and I'm calling it the Xavier Watts logic. If Xavier Watts went round 3 and the NFL said that's how they value safeties, how many of these safeties that we're picking in round 3 are graded lower than Xavier Watts?
So you're saying Taft is a round 4 pick?
Yes.
All right,
I think so.
That's fair.
We did take
but
Bud Clark, right? I'm just trying to mark off.
Bud Clark, Matt Gulbin, Jayshon Barham, Tyler Onyedim, and Michael Taft.
We took Rutledge as well.
Yes.
Rutledge gone.
Okay. I'm just trying. So when we get is Jadarian Price still available? This is not.
He is.
He is available. Yes, he is.
Okay. Max Clare.
Yep.
Still available.
Davison Igbinosun.
Still here.
Emmett Johnson.
Still here.
Logan Jones.
Still here.
Mike Washington.
Dale, Logan Jones will be available for the next 20.
But Dale,
picks.
I think the 49ers are up and they need a center.
Logan Jones, go with it, Dale.
I'm taking Logan Jones.
Yeah,
man.
there it is.
If I didn't take Logan Jones, I'd take Sam Hecht out of Kansas State. The guy who probably surprised me most because I just wasn't in on him. I watched his tape. I go, holy shit, this guy's pretty good.
All right, I missed out. Who grabbed the Buffalo pick, or who was the Buffalo pick?
Brian Parker Jr.
There it is.
Yeah.
So
also, do you guys see him as a center?
Parker? Yeah. Oh, easily.
Yes.
Easily.
Same.
So the Rams are up. They've taken Fano. Then they took Abney. Then they took Antonio Williams. And we're on the clock in round 3. Do you think they would go running back with the way that this board has fallen, even though they have Kyron Williams? Or do you think they would go a different position?
I think they should go running back because, to my knowledge, Emmett Johnson, Mike Washington, and Jadarian Price are still available, right?
Would you do Jadarian Price?
I think that's the way it's going to go because the upside, the returnability.
No.
For me personally, I would go Emmett Johnson.
Don't do it. Oh, it's disgusting.
Okay, well,
No?
the Broncos are up, and they need a running back, too. What running back would we do for Denver?
Wait, so we went to Jadarian Price here, right?
Yes, we did.
That's just Jim doing it. I didn't do it.
Yeah, that's me hearing that you like the pick, so I'm like, we don't need to debate it.
Fat man. Katron Allen.
Oh, that's your guy.
You damn straight's my guy.
That's okay. It's okay.
Fat man's gonna live on.
He's
So you like
he's
Katron Allen over Emmett Johnson and Mike Washington? Dude?
Easily. Katron Allen's RB2.
Stupid picks, bro. Stupid picks.
So if Randy's here, he'll put in the pick for the Patriots. We'll be up to the Seahawks in a minute.
Randy's my
And the
man.
Seahawks have
He'll
taken
be here.
Dennis Sutton and Trotter.
Wait. Oh, Seahawks. Wait, who took? Wait, who's the Patriots pick? I forgot.
We're gonna. Yeah, Randy's gonna get it in for us. He
Dude,
gets it.
don't
in.
worry about it. Just drink another beer, you fucking
Yeah,
idiot.
this
I
is
drank
the-
like 87 beers, bro. I'm just fucking
Yep.
with you because we all know I
We
do a
ain't
show
fucking
called
with you.
Bagels and Brews. I'm drinking
There's a
like
reason.
a
Yeah, there's a reason
tonight.
your show is Bengals and Brews.
Yeah. I'm just fucking with Newt. Man, I love this shit though. Like, hey, this is what you get when we get this far in.
Okay, do you
Almost
think
3
Seattle-
hours in, you getting the fucking worst of me and Newt.
The
This
worst of
is-
me and dude.
This is going to be great content. I am very confident that this is going
Me
to
and
do
Newt,
well.
me and Newt are like a 60-minute to, man, if we push it to 90, we really doing things if we drinking. Like, you get us to fucking 3 hours. What the fuck did I even say?
So Dale, so Seattle's on the clock here. Do you think they would take a running back to replace Kenneth Walker?
Well, he's a free agent,
Yeah,
so it's not their
So-
choice.
What about Zach Charbonnet?
Yeah.
but that's what I mean. But they have an open spot on their roster. And they've got
It's
some
the
good
Emmett
running
Johnson
backs here.
spot to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't mind that. Wait, who did? Oh, New England with Oscar Delp. I missed that.
And I just put that in.
No,
I
you're
wasn't
good.
going to interrupt you and Dale. It
No,
came
you're
from
good.
the chat.
I think that the running back spot is a big decision surrounding that, and with I'm a big proponent of devaluing the running back spot, but when you got Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet, and you talk about the conversation surrounding replacing them, that's going to be a huge component.
Herding cats, motherfucker.
Huge component of what you want to do in like for roster building. So, I don't know. Jim, I don't know, man.
Well, so the other thing about Seattle is they don't pick again till round 6. They only have 4 picks in the draft. So if they have a need, they have to address it here. They've gone edge with Dennis Sutton. They did Josiah Trotter, so Trotter, Dennis Sutton. This is either the best interior offensive lineman or a running back, I think.
So do they need like a right guard, or left guard, or a center? What exactly do they need? Because what was the kid out of North Dakota State? What did he play this year? Left guard?
So I believe it's somewhere between center and one of the guards.
I think they need a right guard. Like,
Is that Cage Casey or Bo Stevens?
ugh. Yeah, you're. Well, even Stevens played left guard, so like Casey, you're projecting him to move from left tackle to right guard, which is not crazy to me. He's 101 on my board. We did take Schroth, right? Billy Schroth, also left guard, Notre Dame.
Correct. We took him earlier in the
Okay.
round.
I just wanted to make sure I'm trying to mark off this stuff. I'm looking at my guard list here. If they need a right guard, is it crazy? Jalen Farmer from Kentucky?
I like
And
it.
this is kind of a question for you because you've podcasted with an offensive lineman from Buffalo Bills. How does he
Yes.
feel about Farmer?
We never did Farmer. He wasn't
Okay.
on our radar until the Senior Bowl.
Yeah,
By then we had finished.
same for me. Like he was on my radar, but he moved way up. And I watched the tape. I'm like, he's got a little nasty to him,
Okay, Jalen Farmer, you're a Seattle Seahawk.
All right.
There
We
go.
have we got 4 picks left. Vikings. The Vikings earlier in this round took Daryl Jackson Jr. They took Jeremiah Love
And
Oh
Julian
man.
Neal.
and Julian
Sorry.
Neal.
Sorry, I just seen Owen saying wrong Kentucky guard. He's a Joshua Braun fan, the 6'6", 330 or whatever he is. Like, I get it, Newt. Like, or not Newt, Owen. Shit. Damn it. I don't want to mix up my
There it is.
shit.
My only goal. What was that one? Oh, my only goal is to try and pop Newt from the chat before the mic is over.
So Vikings haven't taken a DB.
Yeah, they
How did we not do that? They
Julian-
need a
Julian
corner
Neal.
more.
Oh wait,
than
no, they
anything.
took Julian Neal. I'm sorry.
Julian
I'm
Neal.
sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Is this Jalen Husky?
Traydon Stukes hasn't went, right? Like,
Correct. He's here.
also.
Let's
I
go-
like Stukes.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's go Stukes. That's
Okay.
a pretty quick transition.
Yeah. We're just doing things at this point.
Yeah,
That's
we're,
all
we're-
right.
We're making things happen.
Eagles. Early. This is their only third round pick. I don't think the Eagles had another third round pick. So the Eagles took Derek Moore. And the Eagles took Kenyon Sadiq, Derek Moore, and then we did get them a player earlier, and then Jake Goldberg.
Oh yeah.
I think they could use O-line, right? Because a lot of their guys, are they going to
Correct.
retire or are they not going to retire? You know, and they're coming back 1 year, but
Do you have a project left tackle in you?
Yeah, I'll say who's the old lineman you take?
Are you round 3 on Crownover or World?
I mean, I'm not on World at all. I'm out on him completely. Crownover I could get with, but I know this guy's probably a guard, but Cage Casey is 101 on my board. Guard,
it.
tackle, I like Cage Casey for me is my highest rated offensive lineman left.
We'll make that the pick. Okay, Steelers have taken Strauss, and then they took Ty Simpson, and then they took who was the round one? I think it was Terrell, right? Yeah, so Terrell, Simpson,
Bell and
Strauss.
Druff.
We haven't taken a wide receiver for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, we did. Bell. You just said his name.
Yeah, we decided to go with more of a slot, guy.
Did I miss a pick? Oh, we did Skylar Bell because they have three
Yeah.
third round picks. I missed the pick.
Yeah.
You are right.
No, they got hella picks.
This
So-
isn't necessarily a Steelers thing, but maybe I missed it. Have we taken Joshua Josephs from Tennessee?
No,
He is on the
he's here.
board.
That's fucking insane. This is such a Steelers pick.
It's not insane because Joshua Joseph's not that good.
Oh, we beefing, dog. We
Yeah, we
beefing.
We beefing.
We gonna have to do a couple shows, Newt, just to get through some of these.
Let me on. Put me on.
Oh, I'm gonna put you on.
Okay. And then Chris will probably put our final pick in here in a minute.
What do we got
Jacoby
for
Lane.
I don't know how to feel about him because it's a guy, could be a first round guy, could be the 100th pick, could be lower than 100. Like, he showed him back to school for another year, but it's not a bad pick. You're hoping he's T. Higgins, he can grow into that, but I don't think he's as quick or fast as T. Higgins, but I would take that swing at 100 for Lane as well.
So, Dale, it's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too.
And we got a few beers in, didn't we?
Just one or two.
One or two.
One or two.
How many fingers? Yeah.
Right, I don't know.
So, yeah, Dale, you podcasted with us all during the summer. It is good to have you on the show again
you.
for, a special guest appearance, one time only type deal. But, this was a lot of fun.
It's not a guest appearance. Like, I will come on. It's just I'm busy. Like, I'm
I
doing
hear
a
you.
lot of stuff. You know what I mean? But I respect the hell out of what you're doing, Jim. And you are the OG. And, like, I was like, hey, if you can give me a date, I want to go on and do this shit with Newt so we can yell at each other because that's my guy. But Jim, you're also my guy, and man, Owen, you're my guy. Like, I'm very thankful and happy for the people I've met through the draft community, for the Bengals and Brews community. Just, I can't be happier. Like, it means a lot for my own mental health. Like, for real.
So yeah, and mental health is a lot of why I started the channel and I run it the way that I do and things like that. So, but I also Newt, I appreciate our messages earlier today because this really wasn't the format that we had done some of the Friday mocks prior to this.
Did Newt send you a dick pic?
No, what it was before.
It wasn't that. It was a little different.
If
Butthole.
There wasn't somebody to draft for the team, I was the one making the picks. But that means we didn't get to learn about what your boards were. And I think it's more informative to learn the volatility on the boards at this stage of the process. So, for anybody watching, Newt and Dale get along really well. So if you see them disagreeing with their assessments of the players, that's all in good fun. Neither of them was really trying to antagonize the other. That's just how they are. So
we like to talk about it. Like, that's what I loved about the summer scouting with Newt, because
do it. Yeah, no. Say your thing, because I would say it's us talking about players that we don't agree on, and we have a conversation based on the fact that I see this guy as 2, I see this guy as 8, and that's how it is. It's just it's just
how boring it would be if everyone thought the same player.
It's not fun.
It's not fun. Like, that's what makes it fun, and me and Newt can make it fun, and that's why I'm like, man, come on, man. It don't matter. I can give you shit. You can give me shit. We can be
So the best content is either when Newt and Dale disagree, when Newt and Owen disagree.
Yeah, Owen's the go-to, man. Give him love.
Owen is the go.
Yeah. So, Owen, it's great to see you in the chat, and we will see Owen on a podcast on Tuesday where we get to hear about more, even within the Bills draft community, we don't see the consolidation of what wide receiver it is yet. Right? So some people are higher on KC Concepcion. Some are higher on Omar Cooper Jr. Some are higher on Denzel Boston. So that hasn't consolidated yet.
So, I don't think we picked, did we pick Max Clare? Did anybody pick him?
Nope.
And I missed it?
Nah, he's out.
Nope.
Well, that's crazy to go through 3 rounds and I don't know how he tested tonight. I wasn't able to keep up.
Only 3 tight ends got picked in our 3-round mock.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot more. Stowers? We didn't pick Stowers?
No.
Yeah, I think both those guys are going day 3, but that changes everything. And it's just you can do all your first round mock drafts, and it's fun to do, and I love to do it, so I'm not shit talking it. But it's literally 1 pick changes, everything changes in a round.
Yep.
I love to. I'll be like, man, I'm 5 of 6 on these first 6 picks, and then a trade up happens, and I'm like,
boom,
it's over. I have no idea what's happening now. I'm locked in. That's the fun of the draft for me.
Yep. So, Newt, do you want to let everybody know about Cheesehead TV, all the other content you do before we close this out?
I'm proud of you, brother. I'm so happy for you, by the way. Wanted to say that.
It's partly the stuff that we did over the summer, so I appreciate you, Dale. Now you can find me on the app formerly known as Twitter at NFL Draft _Weston. I have been putting out a ton of content for Cheesehead TV, and kind of in response to, fortunately, a lot of the opportunities I had over the summer, which includes Dale, which includes Owen, which includes Heather, and which includes a couple opportunities to appear on Jim's channel for the Draft Professor. So all of those individuals, I really appreciate giving me the opportunity to appear and then get an opportunity to appear on Cheesehead TV. I will be on there for the next month and a half, 2 months, because the draft is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. So here we are. You can follow me also on ZeroTechDraft.com. Been putting out the player stats for the combine and their RAS scores. That'll be updated throughout the process. So as far as information goes with respect to the NFL draft, that's where you can find a lot of the information I have. So that is my story. Dale.
No, these are my brothers. Like Jim, Newt. These are my brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Newt, I've never met you in person. I've met Jim in person. I feel like I met you in person. All the shows we've done.
I was gonna say I gotta get out there at some point.
Yeah, I'm 2 hours away from Wisconsin, wherever you're at. You know, Portsmouth. That's always the joke. So, but Newt, man, I appreciate and love and respect what you do.
Oh, yeah.
And Jim, obviously, you know that 10 times. Oh, yeah. Like what you do, you put everybody on, Jim. And that's when me and Newt would do summer scouting. We made sure to always talk about that.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
So ultimately, that was part of the motivation for the channel, right? Is be able to have people come on. They can have their own takes, have their own opinions. I think sometimes when people come on, there might be a little bit too hot take-ish, but you know, that's you take the volatility, but by getting multiple opinions, you can begin to figure out what consensus is with people talking about it. Because I would rather talk about it on a podcast than read about it. I don't want the Twitter algorithm to determine what I read. Because,
or what you think, like, oh, this guy, you know, and have a conversation. I think that's great.
Yep. Because FYI, if you're watching this, the social media algorithms know to show you things that you agree with. Right? Whether it's political, it's going to show you more things you agree with than you disagree with. But even in sports, it's going to show you, for example, if you're a Bills fan, you're going to see what all the Bills people say. But I would rather listen to what Newt and Dale have to say about the players Buffalo's targeting than the Bills people.
Well, it's just having respectful conversations too. You know, there's so much like I am so zeroed in on this or that, even with the draft or free agency or anything. This is my opinion, and you better believe it, or I hate you. And it's like, no, it's not
the
like
same
that.
thing. Like with the Bengals' first pick, we had Newt do it, so you could see what somebody else's opinion was.
Well, I'm like, I don't even know who I want to take. You know, I'm going to be honest. Like, if all these players are off the board, which is very likely they're the top players, what happens now?
Yep. So, anyways, I want to thank everybody watching. There's a lot of you watching. Dale, I know that you brought your entourage with you. They were great in the chat, except for that Harold Perkins thing.
Yeah, Pork Chop screwed that up. Pork Chop, we love you, but...
And Newt, you're not going to like this take, but pork chops are like my least favorite meat.
What?
So I should just know not to listen to that.
That doesn't bother me.
I don't like that take either. I love pork chops.
I'm not a pork like
sausage.
I'm not big on pork.
Sausage.
Well, sausage, yes.
That's pork, bro.
Chops. No, like if I'm gonna have meat cooked that way, I want it to be a steak.
But what about sausage?
Oh, I have plenty of sausage. I love sausage.
Yeah, that's pork, bro. What are we doing here?
But it's not pork chop.
No, but it's pork.
I have a problem with pork chops.
This is a conversation for another day.
Yeah.
Because sausage is...
For Newt, Dale, myself, for the 85 podcasters at the Draft Professor, for everybody in the chat, you guys brought us tonight. You guys were awesome. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you on a podcast again tomorrow morning.